Angels live in my town.
So listen the f*** up.
It's crazy.
This sounds like you actually have something to say.
Oh, good for you.
What the fuck is he talking about?
You guys are doing terrific.
This is great iced tea.
I think every American should be watching this.
What's good?
Hello, sir.
Everybody.
Some show notes. How are you?
Still doing show notes?
That's right, buddy.
We started the show already.
That's okay. They don't mind.
Who doesn't?
People like the real.
They like it. Yeah, I think they like it when we argue a little bit.
We don't do that often.
We don't.
I think what we've had.
It's a little treat.
I think we've only had the Daft Punk argument. Sorry, I'm off mic. I want to take a sip of water.
Get the fuck on mic, asshole.
All right, let's roll.
Okay. Mikey, we got a big show today.
Yeah, we got a big guest.
We've got
Lots of shit going on.
We got a big guest today. Everybody, we got Dan General, our old buddy, known as DJ Shub.
Yep.
Indomitable.
Juno Award-winning.
Juno Award-winning.
DJ
Two-time,
Shub.
I think. Believe. I don't know.
Nominated twice, I'm sure.
Nominated twice.
Won once, I'm pretty sure.
I think he's won with the Tribe Called Red. I think that counts.
I think that's his Juno. I don't think he's
Oh,
won
he's
solo
not won
yet.
solo
I could be
yet?
wrong. We could ask him when he's in studio. He's going to be in-house.
In-house. In-house. He's going to be sitting on the third mic
Yeah, as our guest.
as our guest.
Yes, sir.
It's kind of a new thing for us today.
We've had third mic people in on the whole show, but we've never actually had just a guest come in.
No.
This is nice.
This is nice.
Something new. Nice.
We've got... So, yeah, so last show, we had Carl on the show.
Carl Heinz.
Heinz!
Carl Heinz.
Yeah, not from the Heinz Ketchup Fortune.
Big star Dave from Sex Life, Netflix #1.
People are going to get confused. His character's name's Dave. He's a background guy, but I don't know why they gave him a character name, but
Best background
credited
man in
as
the business.
Dave.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, Sex Life on Netflix. #1 show
In Canada.
in Canada.
Congratulations, Carl.
Carl. I think because Carl did so much promotion.
Yeah.
You know, on this show, for
Yeah.
one.
That put him over the edge.
Yeah.
Our 4,000 followers pushed him over the edge.
Over the edge. I mean, that's really all. There's probably 4,000 subscribers in Canada on Netflix, really.
I don't know. I'm one.
Probably a lot more than that.
I'm one.
Yeah, there's a lot more than that. Netflix is very popular. I think everyone's got Netflix.
It's very, very popular. That show with Carl caught a bit of heat from people. It was creepy, nasty. We went off the rails.
Oh, not the show on Netflix. Our show.
Our
I'm
show,
talking
yeah.
about.
Yeah, our
Yeah.
show. Our show.
That show on Netflix is very sexual. But that episode we did, Nasty Times at Chupa High.
Yeah, it was good.
ALIMT 21. I think it's our 21st episode,
Yeah?
if I'm not mistaken.
I think you might be right. I don't know. I don't keep track of that.
And so lucky 21. And fucking Carl's a blackjack dealer. That's kind of kismet there. That's some serendipitous shit.
That's hilarious. I never thought of that, actually.
There you go.
Well
I
done.
know. It
Well
was a
done.
good episode.
It was good.
If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's fucking
Excellent.
awesome. Yeah. So, and then today's show, you're going to talk about this Netflix show, Sexy Beast.
Oh, buddy.
Fucked up.
Yeah.
It's totally fucked.
Really messed up.
We've got, what is this Diggerbish song? What is this?
Correction off. Oh, the gibberish. Adrian
gibberish song?
Cilantro.
Oh.
Yeah, gibberish song.
It says Diggerbish on my fucking notes here, buddy.
Oh, well, that's not my
I don't
problem.
know. I want cleaner notes. We need to get some staff, I think.
No.
I want cleaner notes.
We need big
Diggerbish
money
song.
to make staff.
Dave Grohl admits that he's stealing drum beats. We're going to talk about that story. Correction officers, sex with inmates.
Correct.
Having sex with inmates.
Yeah.
That's a big story. We're going to talk about that later. And then we got Dan on the show.
DJ
and then,
Shub.
Yeah, we're going to do some fun stuff with DJ Shub.
Yep.
We're going to play It's a Real Film, Jack.
Bringing it back.
Bringing it back. We haven't played that since like episode 3.
One with Sean. Yeah, that would have been the third one.
Yeah. So now we're 21 in. I told you we wanted to pepper these games in when we got a chance. I didn't know every 20 episodes we were going to do. It's a real film, Jack.
It's a big production, though, to play this game.
It's a good bit.
It's funny.
It's one of my funny
Can't
bits.
wait to play
It's
with
It's
them.
one of my favorite bits. Anyways, that's coming up on the show. But let's get right into it, Mike. You had a good week?
I've had several good weeks since the last show.
Yeah, summer's been nice, huh?
Yes.
We've taken it a little bit easier during the summertime. I think
when we
everyone
shouldn't be. We should be putting our pedal to the metal. This is the best time.
Do you think so? People more
Yeah.
listen to podcasts right now?
No. But it could be on the beach.
They could be on the beach, yeah. If they want to laugh. If
I
you
do.
want to laugh on the beach,
Yeah.
listen to this show.
Yeah.
I think. I listen to it. I laugh. It may be because I'm funny to myself, but no one else.
I always do laugh at my own jokes. I'm not even just on the show, just in life. I laugh at my own jokes.
Yeah.
And some people just don't laugh, and I continue to laugh.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's funny. Get it?
Doesn't matter if anybody gets it. It's funny.
Yeah. Well, your laugh can be contagious. You got a good laugh. I think you got a good laugh. Yeah, so let's get right into it.
Yes, let's dive in.
Netflix show, Sexy Beast.
Yeah, this shit is creepy.
So you sent me this. I haven't seen this.
Yeah,
yet.
so it's basically a dating show, but they want to hide the people's faces. They want them to get to know each other, but they go really extreme. It's not just like a mask. They go on full-on prosthetics, like Jim Henson.
I want to get married.
Yeah. So sorry, I just
I thought it was playing. Sorry about that. I stopped.
No,
It's fucking. When you see these characters that you haven't seen, you're gonna die. Like, especially when the
I
one
want to
guy
get married.
dressed as a beaver. Wait till you see his comment first. You can't even take him seriously.
Okay.
Look at these fucking costumes.
So
it's a dating show.
I'm just gonna play it right off the hop.
Yeah,
there.
go ahead. Just hit it. Hit it and clear.
Babies. Before I'm like 26. Do you have health insurance?
Welcome to the strangest blind date ever.
Hey, how you doing?
Damn.
How you doing?
Could you fall in love with someone based on personality alone?
What is your ideal woman?
Personality for me is everything.
Ass first, personality second.
You're the best looking devil I've ever seen.
This is really weird right now.
Would you count this as a weird experience for you?
Cheers.
So I like your fin.
So what if I pick you and I'm not what you expect underneath? Oh my God!
I've kissed this girl and I don't know what she looks like.
I'm literally just like in love with the moment.
Pull.
It's fucked, isn't it?
Time has come.
This is going to be really tough
This
for
is so
me.
weird.
I can't choose both of
you need
I've
to
made
see
my
this.
decision.
My sexy beast is...
There's interspecies relationships happening on my grounds. I won't stand for it.
So anyways, that's on Netflix. Isn't that the fucking weirdest thing?
That's brilliant. Actually, it's not what I thought you were going to pitch me.
What did you think it was?
I thought you were talking about like Furbies or something.
No,
You know,
the
people who
Furbies
like to-
community. The
like to
Furbies
dress
communities.
up.
The Furbies community is upset about this because they say they're stealing their ideas and not running with it correctly.
The furries. So the furries. Are, they're costume
people that like to dress up and fuck.
And they like to dress up in like furry like My Little Pony and
Correct.
stuff, or like
Yeah.
bears, like big teddy bears, and they like to have sex.
They're upset about this. They say they're
upset
not. They're saying they're not showcasing because people are going to think it's about Furbies.
Well,
or
when you
furries.
explained it to me,
that's what
exactly
the article.
thought
When I read the
you were
article,
talking
that's
about.
what it said. But no,
I
it's still a
didn't-
fun dating
From
game.
that trailer, I wouldn't have thought that at all.
Oh well, the Furbies do. The Furbies are upset.
Well, they just,
Furbies or furries?
furries. I think they're furries. Furbies are something different, aren't
But
they?
could you
Aren't the
imagine-
furbies like these little toy,
Maybe.
toy?
Oh yeah,
cartoons?
those were those little things with the bug eyes.
Yeah, and they sold. Yeah, you're at the bug eyes.
Yeah, and they had the little beaks.
They sold out everywhere.
Yeah, they were popular.
The furries.
I don't remember what they did
No,
though.
furries are different.
Furries are people that dress up and fuck.
I can't believe the furries are claiming victimhood now. Oh my god!
Everyone
Netflix
is.
made a show.
Well, they say there's a lot of dating shows with like these mask things now.
Well, I think that's actually an interesting concept, but I
think
think
it's excellent.
Some people really got the shaft on their costume. Some people are like lions and are like something kind of cute, like a little squirrel or something. And then some people are like this horrible, hideous.
Buddy, the beaver
alien-looking
dude,
thing.
he's like, "What's your number one rule?" He's like, "Ass first, personality second." Who's taking that seriously?
I don't know. I had this discussion with a lot of people, and I'm like, they're like, you know, licks aren't as important to me. I like personality.
Personality goes a long way.
And I'm like,
Well, then go on the show.
and I'm like, why can't you have both? Like, why is there like some mutually exclusive thing where you can't have a good personality and be good looking?
Well, remember the dad bod thing we had before, and the girls were like, "Oh, well, if you have a good personality and a good body, but you'll never find that." That's what they were saying about the guys.
The guys, they were saying about
No,
yeah.
the girls were saying that about the guys.
The girls were saying
That
yeah,
you can't get a good body and a good personality. It's one or the other.
It's one or the other.
Otherwise, you're
I
a
think
unicorn.
That's absurd.
Well,
I think that's crazy. But I'm like, not like your personality could be nice for you and then someone else, but then other people might be like, I don't like that personality.
there's
So-
lots of people like that.
You know what I
Everyone
mean?
likes different things, right?
Yeah, everyone's different.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
anyways, I can't. I'm like excited to watch that show now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think that's cool too. Like,
It's hilarious.
It's got this fucking Island of Dr. Moreau thing.
The
You
fucking chick with the fin.
Dude, have you seen that? Have you seen that movie?
Not in 100 years. That's with Brando, right?
Brando, yeah, brilliant. There's a whole movie about making that movie. It's the whole story behind that movie is genius.
Is that the one where he raped a girl in the scene, or is that a different movie?
No, that's Midnight in Tango in Paris, I think.
Something like that. No, I couldn't
where he
remember.
puts butter in the girl's ass.
Something like that, and he rapes her. Supposedly.
Yeah, he does anal.
Yeah.
I've heard that he actually did it on set.
Yeah, that's the
There's
claim.
stories
Yeah,
about that,
that's true. And then she claims like years later that it was rape. She wasn't into it. Yeah.
Yeah, but they wanted like a realistic. Like we talked about that last week
with Carl.
With Carl, where it's like I'm a method actor.
Carl said
Brando invented method acting.
Apparently, he did.
He was serious about his craft.
Butter in his ass, and lollipops in his mouth.
I don't think he put a lollipop in his mouth.
Should have.
Do you think that's where PT got that line from?
No chance. It's just so
like
good.
That Brando liked to put butter in girls' asses.
I like simple pleasures like butter in my ass, lollipops in my mouth. That's just me.
Or do you think that was like a Brando thing? Like he'd bring girls out by and like stick a butter up their ass.
Buddy, I don't know his life.
Do you think it's nice for them? Do you think they like it?
Butter in the ass? Well, I once, when I was younger, had a job. And my job was to help someone, what do they call it? Masonaries? People that lay bricks?
Yeah.
They were doing a chimney for the people I was working for.
A chimney.
Chimney, chimney.
Chimney. And my job was to reel up buckets of water for the guy doing the bricklaying. Okay, so he's on the roof, I'm on the ground. He says, I'm good for a while. I'm like, oh, okay. So they had one of these old big screen TVs, like those big fuckers that you would roll in.
Yeah.
And they had like the DirecTV, but the broken, like you could watch whatever you want.
Yeah,
so I took
unlocked.
my time to go downstairs and decide to. I was a young man. I think I was like 14.
And you watched some porno?
Yeah, and I jerked off, and I was like, man, I want to jerk off with something instead of raw dogging it. So I melted.
Wait, you were at work and you went to this guy's house and jerked
No,
off?
it was my owner's. Like, this is what's creepy about it. Yeah, it was my owner's house, the owner of the place I work for. I'm not saying their names. And I melted butter as a lubricant.
What? Dude, you really took the liberties at this person's house. You're like, I'm going to help myself to their butter, their microwave, and then I'm going to use a towel in their bathroom
I didn't
to
use
clean
the
up.
towel. I used
How did you
toilet
clean
paper.
up, Mike?
Toilet paper.
Toilet paper?
Yeah.
Because butter's sticky.
Smooth. Oh,
It
yeah.
was smooth?
I was also allowed to use their pool, so I'm wondering if I don't remember correctly, if maybe I washed off later in the pool. I don't think so, though. I think I just stuck with the butter.
There's like a film of oiled butter on the top of the pool. What is this, Mike?
I don't think I went in the pool. I can't remember, to be honest with you.
Dude, I wonder if you shoved butter up your ass, like, and it
Would it melt? Yeah.
Would
the
it melt
temperature-
and then
the
like
temperature
dissolve into your body? Would that be like eating?
Why
it?
are we always so nasty?
I don't know.
We got problems.
This thing's going on in the show. But I'm wondering, like, would you consume the calories if you put?
Yes. Well, they say if you put beer up your ass. They've done that on the search where they
You
pour
get
beer
drunk.
up. You get drunk. Yeah, it's the same thing. I think you consume the calories.
Whoa.
I would think so.
That's one reason you don't maybe want to put butter in your ass.
No.
It's unhealthy. It's going to make you fat.
It's going to make you fat. It doesn't matter what hole you put it in.
Okay. Butter is awesome. I like butter though. Not on my ass. I've never tried it, but
Try it.
I like it on croissants.
Yeah.
Oof.
Croissants are delicious without butter, in my opinion.
Or English muffins. Anything of bread and butter is just
Yeah,
bread and
it
butter is
is.
better than butter.
That's why they serve it in jail.
It's money.
Speaking of jail.
Speaking of jail, yeah, we got this correction officer who loves banging this one inmate. I don't know if
Oh,
she's
buddy,
multiple, but I don't know if she's done it with all their.
I think I have a
Can
quick
you pull
note
up
on
the
this.
story?
I think I have a
Or
quick
do you want
note
to
on
play
this.
this clip?
Well, I
first?
have female correction officer was jailed for having sex with an inmate while 11 others watched. 26-year-old Tina Gonzalez was given 2 years probation and 7 months in jail for having sex with an inmate.
Okay, sorry.
Play this. Oh, we're done. That was it. They explain a lot of stuff in the court.
says
the court
he's
thing.
seen and heard some disgusting things in 26 years at the sheriff's office, but what his
bet.
former correctional officer Tina Gonzalez did is at the top of the list.
It's pretty.
Cutting a hole in your pants to make it easier to have sex with an inmate and having intercourse in full view of 11 other inmates is something only a depraved mind can come up with.
I mean, that's pretty ingenious.
She slit a hole
She put
in
a
her
hole in her pants,
uniform.
In her uniform, so she keep her uniform on
and look business.
And I guess she would just kind of like go. I'm imaging that I'm picturing that she'd go up to his cell, like in those. They'd have those bars, and then she'd just kind of like lean up against the.
I never thought of
bars,
that.
like, oh, I'm just doing my job. Oh, I'm just keeping.
How
an
would
eye
the
out.
other 11 inmates
And then
watch?
he's
though, if
going
that was
through the
happening?
bars.
I think he goes in. It must be like some kind of congregating thing I'm envisioning, so 11 guys can stand there and cheer on.
That's because that did happen.
Yeah, not every time, but your theory might work for some of the times. Because it didn't just happen just once.
This chick could not get enough.
She
risked it all, first of all.
She lost her job. She's in jail.
Lost her career.
She's in jail.
And she's still dating this guy? Like,
we'll play the clip.
McComas says Gonzalez betrayed her oath even worse when she put her fellow correctional officers at risk. She gave the inmate razor blades, a cell phone, and critical jail intelligence.
She was passing on information, too. I didn't realize that.
She's a baddie. I guess she's into criminal shit. Obviously, she's turned on by criminals. And she's doing some criminal shit.
Dude, she gave him razors, a cell phone, and gave him information about the land of the fucking cells. That's crazy.
You would think someone who is like, a correctional officer who wanted to go into that career wouldn't be so into criminals. Or criminal
That's actually
activity.
a really good point. Yeah, you want to serve him, but maybe it's just a job for her. She's like, I'm good.
Maybe that was the whole game plan.
Maybe,
I'm gonna go be
she likes bad dudes.
and I'm going to go fucking marry a lifer.
Well, the funny thing is she is married. And then
she's married.
And they talk about it in the thing. Play it.
And at times communicated sensitive information to the inmate about individuals that were entering the inmate's pod, as well as times and places or times when the pod would be searched.
Gonzalez didn't say anything at her sentencing Tuesday, but her attorney said her marriage was falling apart when she started a relationship with the inmates. It lasted more than a year before investigators caught her.
Took them a year to figure it out.
Phone calls after her December 2019 arrest reveal it's continued.
She's continuing the relationship after her arrest. This guy lays into her. He's like, she's disgusting.
Yeah. So they took him a year. She was banging this dude for a year in his cell.
Who knows if that's the only inmate? That might be the only one she got caught with.
Right.
They don't say that. I don't know. I mean, if you have 11 guys watching you, I would assume one of those guys is a bad fucking dude, and he's like, I'm getting in on this too.
Why wouldn't she? She'd probably get raped, wouldn't she?
I'm surprised she didn't claim that. I'm surprised she didn't claim that.
Right?
She must really like the dude. Right? Because she carries it on afterwards.
Yeah, she came clean. They must have been investigating her to see if it was rape or not. Because,
that's a good point. That's a good point.
She continually calls, has sexually explicit conversations with the inmate in question, and even boasts about the crime she carried out, shows that she's incapable of owning up to her mistakes and will undoubtedly continue in the future.
Dude, they can find out anything on you anymore now, eh?
Yeah,
like the call,
buddy.
You can't, dude. I heard even burner phones don't work anymore. Like they'll chase all that.
I'm
shit.
surprised they still even have them.
They'll know the burner phone you bought, and they'll get the fucking phone.
It's gonna be hard to make a film now with cool shit like that with the burner phones and stuff. You got to get real creative now.
You got to get real creative.
Letters.
I
send you a letter, burn it.
But that's what's so fascinating about criminal crime movies. A letter, yeah, smoke signals. You like smoke signals and Morse code.
Yeah, which we discussed.
Yes. But that's what's so fascinating about, breaking, like shows like Breaking Bad or any of these criminal, like Goodfellas. Just the criminal ingenuity. The way that they get around things. The way that they get away with things.
Imagine if they applied that to something more productive, right?
Right. But nothing's ever as
the rush. It's
fortuitous.
The rush,
what's the word I'm thinking of? Not fortuitous.
I don't know. I don't know your life.
Lucrative, There's nothing as lucrative.
Well, that's that big rush of the big score.
The big score.
Yeah.
Well, it's a rush, too. You guys are risking it all, man.
Yeah,
this chick risked it all.
She risked it all for some
Judge
dick.
Michael Idiart could have sent Gonzalez to jail for up to 16 months, but noted she had no prior criminal history and admitted her crimes early.
I think what you did was terrible, stupid. You ruined your career. You endangered your fellow officers. But I also believe that people can redeem themselves. You got the rest of your life to prove that.
Gonzalez only has to serve 210 days in jail, and with time
not even a full year.
She could be out by the middle of October in downtown Fresno. Corin Hoggard, ABC.
Crazy, huh, buddy?
Did they put her in like a prison with like other
inmates?
Because then she's like, "Can you give me a longer sentence, please? I'd like to stay in a little longer, please. Don't let me leave. I don't want to go."
She won't even be slit. She doesn't even have to slit her pants anymore. She just doesn't even have to.
They
wear
let her
them
out
now.
after 200 days, and she does a Brooks Hadfield.
She's got 10 kids.
She's got 10 kids. Yeah, I don't want to go. These walls, they're funny like that. You get used to them.
But I'm telling you, these walls are funny.
Oh, buddy, this is all we talk
busy
about is
living,
getting dick down.
Get busy dying.
Oh man,
She likes that inmate D, bro.
She does. She's obviously the judge.
She's on cell block
I
D.
thought the judge was quite nice to her, right? Like he was just like,
Oh, of
"You've got
course.
your
I
whole
mean,
life to redeem yourself now."
she
I don't think
fucked
she's
up.
going to. I think the police officer's right when he's saying, "Man, he goes, we've caught you, and you're still continuing this relationship, but maybe she loves him.
She loves him. She's cognitized, bro.
Maybe
You
she
know?
just likes bad guys with tattoos."
She's cognitized. This guy gave it to her so good. It was probably so hot. Like, it was so risky. You know, she getting fucked in her uniform through a hole in her pants.
Yeah.
You know?
And
this
that guy, who knows when the very first time probably was insane because who knows how long he waited.
This guy's probably calling his boys from jail being like, dude,
he's got a
jail's
cell phone now.
Fucking awesome. Yeah, this girl hooked me up with a cell phone.
And razor blades.
I got razor blades so I can fucking kill dudes. I can kill dudes. Got this hot-ass correction officer who's hooking me up with shit.
She's pretty, dude.
And
She's a
give
real
me
pretty
that
girl.
ass.
Young ass, 26 years old, too.
Dude, she's hot.
She's a good-looking girl.
Yeah.
She threw away. She needs a new career now.
She's never going to be a correction officer again.
No.
Buddy, she
Time
could
soon.
do talk shows for... I want to see this girl
I would have her
interview.
on our show.
Yeah, let's have her on. Can you get her?
Can't get any grimier.
Did you find her Instagram yet?
No. She's off social right now. She's in jail.
She's off social?
No one gave her a cell phone yet.
No. I'm sure there's going to be some correction officer. Imagine that's the story. A
Someone's-
male
yeah.
correction officer has an affair with her.
Flip you for real.
Flip you. Dude, this is like a Hollywood movie. She's going to sell the rights for like millions.
What was that one Ben Stiller show on HBO where they taught there was like a jailbreak? Did you watch that? It was really good. And one of the inmates was fucking one of the people that worked at the jail, a correction officer. What the fuck was that movie? It was so
Tonight
good.
It's gonna be a jail.
Yeah, it was something. I know that's a song, but I mean, it was something like that. It was really good. That was a really good show. You should watch that. Anyways.
Prison, there's a show called Prison Break.
No, it wasn't Prison Break. It was new. It was only with one season. It was a one season.
One-off,
That's
eh?
it. Told the whole story. And Ben Stiller directed it. I'm pretty sure. It was
Really?
good. It was really good.
I liked Cable Guy.
Cable Guy.
People sleep on that movie.
It's funny.
Ben's not really even in that movie.
Jim Carrey was at the height of his career there almost.
Do you think that movie would have been better with Jim Carrey and Ben Stiller as opposed to Matthew Broderick?
Broderick's good in it though. He plays that role well, I think. Yeah. Stop fidgeting, Bo.
I like to fidget.
Stop fidgeting.
I don't know. What is the hang up here with this?
Buddy, we got a guest coming in. They get the good mic stand. That's the deal. Here's the deal.
Okay.
All right, buddy.
Now
Anyways.
we got this Italian musician.
Yes, we have Italian singer.
Yeah, you explain this.
I'll read the article, bro. Italian singer Adrian Salanto released a song in the 70s with nonsense lyrics meant to sound like American English to prove to Italians that they would like any English song. It was a hit. Now, from an article here, it says the song is intended to sound to its Italian audience as if it was sung in English with an American accent. However, the lyrics are deliberately gibberish with the exception of the word all right. The intention with the song was not to create a humorous novelty song, but to explore communication barriers. Quote, ever since I started singing, I was very influenced by American music and everything Americans did. So at a certain point, because I like American slang, for which for a singer is much easier to sing than Italian, I thought I would write a song which would only have at its theme the inability to communicate. And to do this, I had to write a song where the lyrics didn't mean anything.
Yeah.
And you know what? I've listened to it. It's a fucking hit.
Well, the music's, I've heard
it came across my feed because it's like an anniversary of it. It's like 50 years old now.
But, you know, he touches on a good point. Like, there's a lot of songs, I don't know what the fuck they're saying. Like, we're going to talk about Nirvana in a bit.
Yeah, David Grohl.
A lot of Nirvana's lyrics, like, especially in Smells Like Teen Spirit, I don't know what the fuck he was saying. Yeah, but it's just it's an attitude, and it's a sound, and like, but people will sing songs not knowing the fucking real words all the time.
Oh, 100%. I do.
You know what I mean?
You make it up, and then when someone's like, that's not it, you're like,
yeah.
Nah, I don't give a shit.
That's what he said? Because like when musicians write lyrics and songs, it's very difficult because they make words sound different for the song. You know what I mean?
Hip hop. ODB was known for that in hip hop. He used to literally just make shit up.
Right. Yeah.
And that's hard to do. It's
ODB.
hard to sound drunk. Like that's what he sounded like. His flow sounded drunk to me. That's actually harder to do than probably make a real flow.
He was a big Kung Fu fan, and
he's awesome.
I bet you Drunken Master. Have you seen Drunken Master?
Yes.
Didn't we watch that in films class?
I believe so, yes.
Kerouac was a fucking big fan of
Yeah.
Jackie Chan in those early Jackie Chan movies. Drunken Master was dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's kind of like what I find ODB was the drunken master.
He was so good.
It was so
That's hard
good.
to do what he did.
Slept on. Okay, we ready to
Anyways, yeah, play this song because I want to listen to it. I love this song.
So he's Italian and he just wrote this song in gibberish.
To prove a point that he can make a
he's
hit.
trying to make it sound like English.
English, yes. It's funky, bro. Go ahead and move with it if you have to. Helps me.
I love Italian
That's
stuff.
his wife, too. The one with the chick in the middle. Look how badass he's dressed, too, with the cap and the long jacket. And the scarf. He's money.
He said baby. I heard baby. You just put a little baby in there.
When you shine your shoes, you get your collar balls dry?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Same way they come in.
You want a cup of tea?
And the peep at the jam.
I heard cup of tea.
Yeah.
Dude, he's badass. I'm not going to lie. I dig his shit.
I like this song.
This song's fucking money, bro. I only heard it came across my feed, and I was like, this is money.
White shoes on my man.
You're afraid of girls.
And my baby girls. I heard baby
baby girls, see? We should try dissecting this.
Hold me something.
Tell me something.
Tell me something. You're so gold and evil.
Go ahead, move. I like it.
I like it.
I love this song now. It's a good
All right.
song.
All right. It's a good tune.
Text us. His wife's hot.
Go with Jeff Bezos. I think she said Jeff Bezos.
Oh, she's ahead of her time.
She's ahead of her time.
I heard my eyes go hazy.
I heard kill Jeff Bezos.
Because he's lazy? Anyways, I
Yeah.
pulled that because I thought it was funny, and we have a musical guest today. But that song bangs, right?
That's
it's really
slaps,
good.
bro.
It's good.
That's a slapper.
It's a really, really good.
Okay, and then
Speaking about slapping the drums.
slapping the drums, slapping the skins.
David Grohl.
Dave Grohl.
He admitted to using other things on people that our generation, especially, are going to be blown away by this.
I can't read music. I couldn't then. I still.
So people are going to be blown away by this because he admits that the drums that he plays on most of the first Nevermind album is all taken from disco songs.
Really?
Watch it. You're not, buddy. Once I saw this, I was like, I could not hear it. Then
let me hear it.
Now, all I wanted to do was be in a line of drummers all playing drums.
This is where it kicks in.
Decent. I wasn't like your level. Like
Dude, stop saying I'm a good drummer because I'm the most basic fucking drummer. If you listen to Nevermind,
bro,
the Nirvana record, I pulled so much stuff from the Gap Band and Cameo and Tony Thompson on every one of those songs.
It's gonna blow your mind.
All that. That's wow. It's old disco.
Oh shit!
That's all it is.
You don't hear that slap? Play it back if you got to.
Nope.
Go ahead. Go back to the part where he slaps his legs.
No, you can hear that. I can hear it. I know that.
It's
I've heard that song
insane,
so many
right?
times. I've heard both those songs too, and I never put the two together.
Isn't that crazy though, dude?
That's wow. It's old.
Pharrell's got his mind blown. He had no idea.
That's all it is.
Listen to this story he tells after it. So about another 20 seconds here.
Nobody makes the connection.
that's straight up Gap Band.
I told Tony Thompson that came to my house for a barbecue with somebody, and I was like, man, I just want to thank you because
no one makes that connection. I've heard both those songs. I never made that connection.
I know.
Whoa.
He knew.
A big disco flam. Like, it works every time.
That's it, bro. Isn't that
Disco
crazy?
slam. But it wasn't just it wasn't the whole drum beat. It was
No,
just that intro.
but isn't that crazy,
but
though?
But that kicks that song off in such a big way.
And it also kicks the other song off, too. You dropped the bomb on me.
Yeah,
baby.
it does.
So good.
You dropped the bomb on me. Yeah, that's crazy.
But as soon as he started slapping his legs, I'm like, oh my God, this is the greatest clip I've ever seen.
Yeah, well, that's kind of something I want to get into with Shub, is where he gets his influences from, because Shub's really interesting because he's created a whole new sound.
Powwow step.
It's
the godfather of powwow step.
Yeah, like he's a musical pioneer now.
He is a pioneer.
Much like Lips, who we've also had on the show. We like to have pioneers on
Buddy,
the show.
good connection there. We do have pioneers.
But it's like one thing to get into to jump into the water in a genre that's already really popular.
Yeah,
that's already kind of been carved out. Like the hard work's been done. To start a whole new kind of
like
genre, a subgenre, which this is kind of like a subgenre of like I'd say electronic music. What he does, what Shub does, is like electronic music, but culturally like very like relevant to a certain type of culture, and like he's incorporated sounds from. I guess I don't know what the
EMD. I would think hip hop. He's all over the map. Well, he's a producer now too, so
but
he
also,
produces
like, all those
other
tribal,
shit too.
all those like he gets like choruses from like I don't know what they call those singers, but they're like
I get what
you know what I'm saying.
Keith
like,
Duddy, he's coming in soon. He's going to be in-house very soon.
In-house, we're going to talk to him.
Yeah,
but before he does, we're going to go through the top 5 things that you hear at a DJ Shub concert.
Are we going to read these to him after too as well?
He can watch the show later. I don't know.
I think we should see if any of these have been said. I think it would be funny to ask him as well.
Do you think we should do that while he's do the top 5 things while he's on the show?
Because then he might. Maybe he's like, yeah, I've heard that.
maybe we just made these up.
Yeah. I think we should do it while he's in house.
Okay,
I think it'd be funnier.
Okay, we'll do it in house. Okay, but I think
he's going to be here in like 5-10 minutes. You want to set up for that? Grab yourself a beer. I need a refreshment.
Yeah, let's take a little break and then we'll
DJ Shub.
We'll come back with DJ Shub in the house.
That's going to be money, buddy.
All right, we're back with Dan, DJ Shub General.
Hey.
Hang on one second. I got something.
That's my Facebook name.
We got 2-time DMC battle champ, Juno Award winning DJ/producer, Godfather of Powwow Step, DJ Shub.
Hey.
That's an introduction.
That's a real introduction.
That's a introduction.
No Mickey Mouse.
Like that.
Yeah, that's
those are all true, correct?
I hope so.
That's what it says online. I'm sorry.
I go by what it says on Wikipedia.
It's on the internet. It's got to be true.
We were talking about this. Have you won 2 Junos now, or is it?
No, I won one, and I was nominated for an indigenous category.
Really?
I lost to Buffy St. Marie, which is not a bad person to lose.
No, that's
she's
a good
legend.
one.
Yeah, good friend of mine too.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah,
yeah, but the community is really supportive, right? Like everyone in that community seems to. It's not like a competition thing. Like you're not competing with. You're like trying to uplift everyone.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like
I don't know. Fucking wants to win.
You get the support. You always get the support of the community, right? Especially in Indian country, you get the support. But then you always get people that are just like any kind of community. You get those jealous people or those people that hate for no reason. But
right.
Whatever.
Oh man, hey.
I mean, it is what it is. I tend not to try to listen to them. Just whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear that.
Well, we've known Dan a fucking long time. Before he was a star, before he was a Juno winner.
Yeah.
He's a big, bright, shining star. He is. And like, I think I find it fascinating, Dan, because like I think I'm so proud of what you've accomplished and like leaving a legacy, leaving a name, like and creating, really pioneering a sound. Like we were talking about it earlier on the show. It's one thing when you go into a genre that's already quite popular and you're kind of producing music specifically to capitalize on the momentum of pop music or the momentum of hip hop, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But to create your own sound, to create your own kind of subgenre is so different. You know what I mean? And it's so like it's such a bold thing to do. And it's amazing. You've carved out this whole new genre, this whole new thing. How like when did that I want to know the moment, like when you kind of caught on to this idea and when you thought like, oh fuck, this is dope, like this is going to work. And once the people hear it, and then when the people heard it, you're like, this is it.
Powwow step. That's what we're talking about.
Powwow step.
Just to clarify for people that are listening, powwow step is what we're talking about.
Okay, I wanted to do that after you. I didn't want to put that up while you're asking the question. But
no, I asked long-winded questions.
Okay, so Powwow Step came in the middle of my production career because Mike, I know that I was making hip hop beats in like high school. So yeah, I mean, during that time, I was just making hip hop just for the love of. Being for the love of hip hop, and that's what I started listening to. And my brother got me onto hip hop when I was a young age. So, are we good?
Yeah, we're good. Keep going.
Okay. So yeah, that brought me to like high school, and I would put out beat tapes, and it's funny.
I gave you one back.
You gave me one back. Yeah, I actually sold these beat tapes at Lakeshore.
Mine was given for free, by the way. But I don't think it had anything to do with friendship. I think you were just being nice.
Well, there you go. But yeah, I mean, it's I put out like beats like that and hip hop beats for just because, that's I didn't even know this genre. Like, I wasn't really traditional in the sense. So like growing up, I didn't really listen to a lot of traditional power music. It was always something that was there, and I heard, but. It's when in like 2007, 2008, I think it was, is when I moved to Ottawa and hooked up with the guys from Tribe Called Red.
Yeah.
That's really when the birth of Pow Step I saw, and it took place. Like, there was a party they used to throw, Electric Powwow it was called.
Yeah.
And it was friggin' crazy, man. It was like the craziest party I've ever seen. Up until then, it was like jam-packed. There was like 300 capacity in this little club we used to do it at called the Babylon.
And this is BC?
No, this is in Ottawa.
In Ottawa, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So I got that one right.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
It was in Ottawa. But so this party was huge. So they invited me out because they knew of my DJ past, right? They knew that I was an Indigenous battle DJ, with some credits, right?
So Tribe Called Red was already formed, and you joined them after?
Yeah, okay. So it was 3 DJs that were just like mixed DJs, and one guy was a turntablist, and they would just rock a party.
Sure.
And during these parties, they'd notice that there was tons of Indigenous people there.
Yeah.
Right. And so to please those people, basically they started mixing in like traditional powwow songs, right? Mixing in with dubstep, mixing in with like
playing to the crowd.
Dancehall, playing to the crowd, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's where that whole thing started. It was like, whoa, this is like crazy. People were getting like going nuts for this stuff. There was lineups around the block. Like people wouldn't be able to get in at these parties. They were so big. So they invited me out to do like a showcase. Because they heard I can scratch and all that stuff. And
you'd battled A-Track and like,
no, I never battled A-Track.
No,
I would have lost like crazy if I was
not yet.
But he was a judge at a couple of battles that I was in.
Yeah,
he was like in before, like he was when I was coming up. He was already doing his thing. Like he was with Kanye West at the time.
I think so. Yeah.
So
okay, I thought you had battled A-Track, but
no.
Can we set that up?
I'd be so afraid. I'd battle him now. I mean, he's like when he was in his prime. Man, it's crazy. But now he's like, he doesn't do battles anymore and stuff like that.
He's rusty.
He's rusty, but he's still doing his thing. And I'd battle him. I'd battle anybody. I don't really care. I mean, it's
battle anybody. I don't give a
shit.
Yeah, that's right, man.
That's crazy. You can swear, right?
Yeah, you can swear as much as you want.
Obviously, he hasn't seen the last episode.
Oh, is it bad? No, I didn't.
Almost NC-17. I wouldn't watch it around your kids.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah. So go on. Sorry, I interrupted there. So so these guys brought you in because you were like, an Indigenous DJ who had some cred because of these DMC battles.
Yeah.
They wanted to showcase them.
They wanted to showcase. Yeah, so it was basically a showcase. So I went up there and did my thing. And while I was there, that's when I was like, oh, look at these people. Like, this is crazy. I've never been in a club full of Indigenous people like that before, right? It's always been other people and there's fights. But yeah, it was crazy. And that's when I took the idea. Like, the idea was because I was producing at the time, and I told these guys, I says, hey, man, I was like, I'm a producer as well. I didn't think you knew that.
Right.
Let me take this concept and, like, let me try something with it. I asked them for permission because it felt like it wasn't mine, right?
Right.
So they were like, yeah, do your thing, man. So I went back home, and the first song that I produced was Electric Power Drum. And
so, pull that track.
Yeah.
Can I play it without us getting banned on YouTube? Or?
Yeah, because I can just say I own it.
Beautiful.
Right? Like, I'll give you the. You know what? On YouTube, especially on YouTube, it's they don't. I don't think they ban you.
But that's on Apple Music, though, right? Like, if anyone wants to find that, they can find it on Apple Music as well.
On Apple Music?
Yeah, it's on Apple Music as well. But I think because Tribe Called Red just changed their name since then. Now they're the Hallucination. So if you want to find
Electric Powwow Drum is the name
Electric
of the song?
Powwow Drum, yeah. It should
I want
come
to hear
right
that.
up.
I'm not going to lie to you. I don't think I've ever heard that one.
No,
I'm not going to lie to you. I've only listened to your solo stuff. I've never listened to any Tribe Called Red. I'm not going to front. Yeah. I've only listened to your solo stuff.
Tribe Called Red's no longer Tribe Called Red.
No. They've gone through like 2 changes since. Like,
is that because the members are revolving?
Yeah.
This is it.
This is the first track.
Your very first one. Your very first powwow.
Very first powwow step track.
This is like 6 a.m. for gangster rap.
Yes.
Beautiful. Or
Exactly.
PSK.
This is fire.
That's cool. I love that beat. Well, I messaged him recently that I said I listened to the new thing you put out, and I really did enjoy it.
Why isn't ASAP Rocky rapping over that?
Yeah, he does that funky shit, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
Anybody. Yeah, man. I mean, like that's the next step for this whole thing, right? Like, power step, the genre is so new still, right?
Yeah.
Like, if you think about other genres of music, they've been around for a long time. You know,
so long.
Well, native music or indigenous, I'm not sure what the proper terminology is, but that's been around for a gazillion years now.
Forever,
There you
right?
go,
Like,
right?
yeah.
Right.
So, I mean, so I think that's the next step is kind of just getting it to the mainstream, you know, like getting it more into the mainstream. And, so, and that's by collaborating with big top line artists like that would be fantastic. So I'm just kind of just waiting with all this music, just like,
Yeah.
you know, hoping.
Do you have a wish list? Do you have like a few rappers in mind, like a progressive rappers? Like I think of guys like Schoolboy Q and stuff like that.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
these guys who are cool with like using, and like Kendrick and stuff. They're using like indie beats and like other kinds of genres. They're
Popular
mixing.
now.
They're mixing
Yeah,
with
yeah.
hip
It's all
hop.
the drugs.
Yeah.
like the main guy on my wish list would probably be Tyler the Creator.
Really,
his last
eh?
album. I don't know if you've listened to it. It's amazing.
I've listened to a bit of it.
I haven't
Yeah,
gotten into it
I
yet,
haven't
I'm
listened to
not
all of
gonna
it, but
yeah,
like,
you
I've
should
listened
check
to
it out.
a
It's
couple
really
of tracks.
good. And he's like that. He's an outside thinker, and his I don't know. I just like the way he is and the way what he does.
Innovative, like you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now,
I mean that's
now that you produce, though, it's not just strictly hip hop and powwow stuff. Do you go into any other genres?
Everything. That's the thing nowadays.
So your
It's
wish
like-
list could be all over the place. Then.
Yeah, you know, like a wish list could be, you know, doing a song with, Keys and Crates, and or doing a big song with like, huge EDM guys, or
Right.
anybody really. So yeah, I mean, like I'm linked up with a company out of the States called Zinc, and they have a ton of top line artists that rap and art and stuff like that. So it's nice because I get to like make beats, and then I ask them if they have any cool top liners. Yeah, so it's really cool.
That's cool. They might
setup.
be interested in something that you put together, and they want to
Yeah.
use it for their album.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
I get you.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you guys got featured on that thing, but then and then this comes out. When did you know like this is it? Like we're gonna blow. Like, and you guys really did. You guys toured and did like, big numbers in terms of your audience, right? Like,
Yeah, no, we did. It snowballed right away. Like it was crazy how fast. Like after I showed them that song, they immediately were like, "Yeah, be a part of this group," because it was the right time for everything.
Right.
Timing was everything. At the same time that this was happening, that Idle No More movement was happening in the indigenous communities, where there was like tons of like. Remember they had like what were those mob flash dances and stuff like that?
Yeah.
That
They
was
still do
really
that
big.
shit.
They
Yeah.
still do that.
Yeah.
Well, they had like flash mob with like singers and drummers that would just go into like a mall and just start singing in like a big group and just disrupt everything, right? Like it was awesome.
Yeah.
So there was a huge movement, and that was going along at the same time our music was happening. So it was like people were using this music at protests, and people were like, just loving it, and it was a perfect time for it. So yeah, it was just
culturally, like the culture was just like prime for it, and it caught on.
And then right after that, we went on like a Canadian tour and did like the West Coast to East Coast kind of thing, and every show we played was sold out. So as soon as we solidified that in Canada, we were like, okay, well, let's. We didn't even go to the States yet. Like we got so much requests from overseas. So we went to overseas right away. We went to Germany, Paris, France.
Those fucking Europeans are always cutting edge. They're always cutting edge.
No, but
right?
they love electronic music out there.
Yeah.
They love the rave
They love
scene.
electronic music, and for some crazy reason, they love like traditional
Cultural
music,
shit.
Cultural shit. Oh
yeah.
my god, it's
well,
crazy.
it makes sense. Their
Well,
culture is
they
so
wanna hang
old
on
and
to that.
rich.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
they get it. Like in Canada, I always said, like we are so devoid of fucking culture here because we're just a hodgepodge of like multiculturalism that we don't like. Canadian culture isn't like something like you know what it is. You know what I mean? Like if you go to Italy, Italian culture. You know what I mean? Like you get it. But like I think it's because we're a younger country. But even America has like a culture. American culture is pretty actually,
America.
Yeah, but it's pretty like culturally impactful. Like even the music, films, everything is pretty culturally impactful. But now it's artists like original artists like Dan here, DJ Shub, sorry, that
Godfather of power stuff.
that is actually putting out a voice like in music in terms of pop culture for Canada.
Yeah.
And it's fucking awesome, man.
Thanks, man.
So I was going to ask you, so when you started this, like, this was like, so when you guys start touring Canada and doing these sold out fucking shows, before that, like, you were doing shows and stuff like that, but that was probably a big kind of shift, right, in your career in terms of like this experience, and like you're like, oh fuck, like, and you're probably making a lot more money.
Oh yeah.
And like,
I was never on a flight to go play somewhere before. You know,
Yeah,
like,
that's cool as
you know,
shit.
we would travel. You know, it became like the traveling band. Like if you're a band and you're touring, you know, and
Yeah.
and I got a piece of that life. You know, like, and it was like mind blowing. At the same
Right.
time, it was mind blowing. It was also, you know, pretty intense. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
things on the road, stuff not used to. I'm being thrown into this like rock star life all of a sudden,
right,
yeah. Right,
Exactly.
and
Like,
then
that's the dream, though.
yeah,
Like you're
as
like,
an artist, that's what you want to do, right?
Yeah.
Like as an artist, you want to. This is what you want to do,
Mhm.
you know.
Exactly. Like, how many people never get that shot? Like, they never get a thing that blows.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they do their whole life.
Lightning
And
in a bottle.
He's got it.
Yeah.
He's lightning in a bottle. He's got it right now. So what's going through? I just want to get. I want to live vicariously through Dan right now. Like, what's going through your mind at this time, and like, how crazy did it get? Like, what was that experience like for you?
Everything you hear about bands that are on the road and how crazy it is, it's true. You know,
And we need that ding noise now.
Here's the
Ding.
thing, yeah.
For that ding noise.
And here's
Give me
the
that
thing:
fucking NPC working.
when you're in it, like when I was in it, in the thick of it, you know, there's always that side of that entertainment business side of it where you can get caught up in it really crazy. Drugs, alcohol, all that shit, right?
Yeah.
There's also the other side of it that's not, right? So there's always two sides to it, right? But
Like you're talking like a business aspect?
no, I'm talking about like not going to the after party. You know,
Oh, saying no.
saying no,
Being responsible.
saying no. But where's the fun in that?
Well, when you're in your late 20s,
when you're
early 20s,
experiencing
no,
it for the
fuck
first
that.
time, yeah, when you're experiencing this for the first time, it's hard to say no to this lifestyle because it's what you dreamed of, right?
Yeah, right.
And you just think that it just comes with it, right? So you're just fucking living it and not even doubting it.
This
you
is
know?
what I should do. Like,
Yeah,
there might
This
be
is
that-
what I wanted to do,
I mean,
though.
there
That's
might-
why you're getting into it.
You might have had that
What-
regret, like, man, I got this once in a lifetime opportunity.
You did it all for the nookie.
And no, but you got this once in a lifetime opportunity, and then you don't want to not do that stuff because maybe you never get that shot again to have that kind of fun.
But it also
And
might
I
be
wanna
wrapped
get
into it
that
like
kind of
almost
fun.
like you have to do it. Like people expect you to do that because you are a celebrity or a star
Yeah.
or whatever. People are like, well, no, here, smoke this with me. Come on, let's party.
Well, yeah.
That's what you do.
You do a show and you
you're
get off
playing
the
music.
drugs.
Let's fucking party.
Like crazy. You know, you go
Crazy.
and especially if you're a DJ, that's your job, right? As
To have a party.
if you're up
You're
there,
at
if you're up
parties.
there and
Yeah.
you're not
You're the life
if, you're
of
not,
it.
if you don't look like you're having a good time and you're not partying with everybody,
Yeah.
you know, you're up there.
you put out a vibe.
Yeah.
You're putting out a vibe as a DJ, right?
Exactly.
You don't want a sloppy vibe, though. You don't want him like this.
I've done that, man, so many times, and it's just
You're on autopilot?
autopilot. Yeah.
Do you know how to make when you're DJing a spot? Like, do you know how to make the pussies wet?
Oh yeah. Absolutely. Just
What do
play
you-
a little
what do you-
dance hall. You start with dance hall, right?
Okay,
That's what
dance
gets
hall.
that's what gets the girls on the floor.
They do like
right?
that dance hall
Because
shit.
The
That
success
was
of a
popular
dance
when we were
floor
young.
depends on the girls coming out, right?
Yeah.
Because then that
100%.
tracks everything else, right? So dance hall always
Right.
good to start.
And
with
do you
dance
ever
hall.
do you ever play any Prince?
I love Prince.
Prince? No.
No,
That would get me on the floor.
that would get you on the floor. But
But
I was
I play Prince.
yeah.
Yeah, I play Prince. Sorry, I gotta.
Well, the funny thing is, he says about getting girls on the floor. I was once at a party, and this group of people had a stripper show up, but it was a male stripper, and all the dudes were like, "What the fuck you doing? Why are you inviting a male stripper?" And it was in a driveway / garage, kind of like a setup like this, but the door was open. People were partying. There was about 40, 50 of us.
Okay.
And they invited this guy, and he's like knocking on the door, and he's dressed up in like a gear, like a cop or whatever the fuck he was. And I'm like, dude, why didn't you get a girl to come? Everyone likes girls. Even girls like girls.
Yeah.
He's like, wait, watch. And then the dudes started dancing, and then all the girls started and then all of a sudden the party started popping because the girls were like all revved up.
Yeah.
So it's almost kind of like the same idea. You play this dance hall, get the girls out there, then the guys and the girls start following. It's fucking insane.
That's how you do
How
it.
you do it. Hold on one sec. I gotta fucking.
You gotta take this call.
Yeah.
This guy's doing business.
He's got business going on.
Yeah,
Shub General. Can we do this live on the show?
She knows what I'm doing, so it must be an emergency.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
So we'll see. It probably has to do with.
I hope this isn't like when you tell one of your girlfriends to call you if the date's not going good.
This is the live breakup on stream.
He texted her and said, "Call me.
Call me right now."
Hey, I'm in the middle of the podcast. This better be important. What's up?
This is good content.
You need it? I don't know it. I read it out loud to you to write down.
Oh shit! The old password.
Okay,
Password problems.
Gotta love wives. They're the best, man.
Can get into her device.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Her device, by the way.
Her device.
Okay.
He put a password on the vibrator.
It's a face recognition, so I have to be there.
You have to be there. Exactly.
Okay, here, honey.
Can you do that?
You take it.
Dude, that's an ingenious invention right there, actually. I'll give you this, but you can only use it with me.
A lot cleaner.
Right?
No shit. So back on track here. You start with the dance hall to get the girls going.
Yeah. Dance hall is always good. Dance hall is always good. And then I go to Moombahton, which is a little bit faster dance hall speed. So it's in the same BPM range. It's picking up. And then from there, it just all depends on what reading the crowd. Usually by then, you should have a nice dance floor.
Are you only vinyl or you do digital?
Both. Like recently, I've been trying to do a lot more both. Before I'm just digital because it's just easier to go to gigs instead of
digital
around
shit?
a record box, full of records. I mean,
your
brother knows, right?
Yeah, you were the first person that I met that said turntablist, and I was like, "What the fuck's the difference?" I had no clue, but I didn't realize there was a thing with records.
Set, though?
100%.
Yeah.
It's got
Dan, I've always looked at that as a fucking mystery. I'm like, how do you get that perfect scratch? And like, it's just
practice, man. And this is the thing: turntablists, they view the turntable as an instrument. That's how it's viewed, right? So if you're a turntablist, you're more into trying to use the turntable as an instrument to make sounds that aren't supposed to be there. Right. So
that makes sense, though.
But then how do you know where on the fucking LP to hit that needle so that it gets you right on that part that you want to get it to? Like, how do you know? Like, do you
on vinyl, on old vinyl?
On
vinyl, we use Q tapes. So we use just little pieces of tape.
Yeah.
Usually, it's the tape from like the we used cassettes. The cassettes that come with labels, long labels. That was we use those a lot. I use those. So what you do is you actually put the tape right on the record on the vinyl, and right close to the needle where you want that sound. So all you do is take the needle, put it on that sticker, and then just drag it.
That's
and it
a lot of preparation.
It's tons of preparation. Now you just do it on your laptop. Just go. There's your cue point. And you just go to it. But I grew up in the age.
Right.
I grew up in the age where there's no fucking YouTube.
I remember that. I remember no cell phones.
I know.
Oh, my goodness.
And so you couldn't pull samples. You couldn't pull like tracks.
No, he was pulling them. They were down here.
You had to find LPs. You had to
go to the store,
buy them. And
yeah, exactly. Singles most likely, right?
Yeah,
you weren't buying full albums, right?
No, unless you can't get that single. Yeah, you look for the single because the singles usually have an instrumental,
and an acapella,
like a radio edit. And then the clean version, dirty version, or an acapella.
Yeah,
those are the good ones. That's why, like, when I dig now, like that, those are the ones you want to get because a lot of those tunes you can't get acapellas
those acapella rock.
Yeah.
I find them on YouTube though.
Do you? Yeah, they have a lot. There's some cool DJ DJ oriented websites and music sites that you can go to, like Beatport and stuff like that. And, and DJ City has a big record pools.
Yeah, I would imagine they would have digitized all these LPs at some point.
That's what there's. Now there's like huge catalogs of stuff.
But everything's online.
But was it kind of like the transition from like when cinema, where they shot from on film to digital cameras? Is there because guys like Tarantino won't shoot on digital cameras? I don't think he's made that commitment, or he's still holding on to film. Is there that kind of mentality in that DJ community where it's like? Vinyl's pure. It's a better sound. It's a more clean.
There was. I mean, but now I think it's the pros way outweigh the cons.
Yeah, he just said you don't got to carry around a fucking milk crate of
There
records.
is purists out there. You know what you see a lot of nowadays is DJs doing 45 sets because it's a lot easier to bring like a case.
45s,
little 45s. Yeah, you should check out. There's tons of stuff on Twitch, 45 mixes, but that's kind of like the new thing. That's like a lot of people are
Makes
using
sense.
45s, and there's a lot of companies pressing up new 45s too, which is cool.
Well, vinyl's made a comeback.
But I want to ask you, Dan, like, because you started. I remember we were young. I can't remember. It was a grade 7, grade 8 when you brought you brought in. I think your turntables into school at one point and played them because it was like a talent thing. It was like fucking kids dope. It was like a great, and I remember asking you at that point. I'm like, I want to fucking do this. This looks cool as shit. You know what I mean? It's like, you're the coolest fucking guy if you can scratch and be DJ. It's cool.
I remember Lakeshore. I put an advertisement up. If you want to learn how to DJ, call me. I wanted to put on the classes. I got one call.
Who called you? Do you remember who it was?
It wasn't even somebody from Lakeshore. It was like the number got somewhere else. Like they took the number somewhere else.
Did you teach them?
No.
Oh,
no.
you bastard.
Yeah.
But what was it like? I remember Kanye's got a story about how his mom got him this like keyboard, like
Casio.
It was like a Casio, but you could program things into it, and it was like a piece of equipment that like changed his life, obviously, right? Because it started him on his creative journey. Was there a piece of like what was that for you? Was there like someone who bought you a set, or did you save up for a set and you were, or like how'd you get introduced to it? Like how'd this all start? When did it start?
Well, my production started. I started making beats before I started DJing. That the one thing that really like made me go full into this was a program called Impulse Tracker. And all those beats that were on that beat tape that I have, that was
Volume 1.
Volume 1 was all Impulse Tracker, yeah. So Impulse Tracker was a DOS-based program in Windows. So if you look it up on YouTube, it's hilarious. It's the way it looks so confusing. It looks like, NASA screen.
What's it called?
It's called Impulse Tracker.
Have you digitized that tape I gave you, by the way?
I have not.
That's a deep cut. That 98, I think it was on it.
Honestly, that is the only one in existence. That's the only one in existence.
I hung on to all my cassettes.
That's it right there.
What is that?
So that is what I used to make beats when I first started.
Jesus.
Doesn't it look complicated? It looks like something that's...
How the fuck do you make beats like that?
So I'll show you. So each one of those, see across the grid down there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So each one of those is like a channel, and you can and see those like little like DOO.
Yeah.
Those are all sounds. So you have a page where you have all your sounds that are like DOO1 is one sound, DOO2 is one sound.
That's a fucking skill.
So you have to like just program it in there.
You have to layer it in there.
Layer in there, and then it just sequences everything. It just plays everything, and you can set the BPMs.
Now that's a skill, bro. And you made that first cassette tape like that?
Like this, yeah.
That must have taken you hours.
Hours. It took. That's all I did, though. That's all I did, right? So I mean,
and now it's much
now
drag and
oh
drop.
My God, it's so much.
Like
it's so much easier. Like
fuck schoolwork.
Oh my God! Like the way they have it now, they have templates. They have like packs of stuff you just drag and drop, like you said.
Yeah.
And it's fucking, like the hours and hours that you put into learning all this shit is not there anymore. It's just like.
So that's crazy. So like basically people like that aren't even musical, they don't even know how to play an instrument, can really produce music. And
yeah, they're
like,
basically.
I want to ask you some like, should we do the overrated, underrated?
Yeah, you want to do that quickly?
Yeah,
let's go.
quickly. Okay.
We got one game. We got a bunch of games for you.
Yeah. So we wanted to name some DJs and some producers here. I want to see what you think. Overrated, underrated.
Well, I gotta see if I have them as friends on any social media.
Okay. You'll know all of them. Trust me.
Okay. DJ Khaled.
First and last name is Khaled, so some call me Khaled.
I love him.
Underrated.
Oh, he's rated or over?
I don't know. Is it love it or hate it?
Oh, fuck, that's a good question. Love it or hate it?
That's the thing. Is he overrated?
Yeah, is he overrated? Because he's pretty popular.
He's very popular.
I think he's underrated because a lot of people don't realize that he's been around for a long time.
He
used to make mixtapes. He was big. That's how he got his
name.
He's
got some bangers.
So it's not like he's this new guy that came on and that I can't stand. But I'd say he's underrated.
Okay,
and I love him.
And he's very popular, and he's underrated.
His Instagrams are hilarious, man.
Okay, I think a lot of these he's going to call they're underrated, but
we'll find out.
Kanye West.
There's only one Kanye West, and I'm just like Steve.
Right now, overrated.
Oh,
overrated.
I like that.
Don't like the sneakers.
It looks like you stepped in a bag of marshmallows.
He's probably wearing them right now. I'm
wearing Yeezys
the brand
right
new ones.
now.
No, you're talking about the brand new ones.
No, that's the foam runners. I do like those.
The foam runners.
Yeah,
you like those?
I do like them.
I don't like any
I do.
of them.
I do. Did you know Walmart knocked them off, and then they were selling them for $29 a piece?
I'm gonna buy those.
See, those
actually,
are cool. I'll buy those. I'll buy those. I'll buy that pair.
That's what they should cost, really. I was so pissed that they're so limited. People were reselling them for $300 a piece. I'm like, no, $500 a piece. I couldn't get them for under $400. I didn't buy them. I'm not gonna pay $400 for them. Anyways, Pharrell.
I go by the name of Pharrell from the Neptunes.
Pharrell, he's underrated.
Oh,
I like that too. By the way,
I think
so
he's
too.
like the thing about him is like his first track he ever produced, right?
Rump Shaker.
Rump Shaker. And a lot of people don't know that.
I know a lot of hip hop.
That's the thing. Yeah, it's hard to get something past you, right? Like,
I'm very versed.
He's very good.
But yeah, Rump Shaker was his first jam. You know, and
but he had to be like 12. Because doesn't that guy look like he's 12 now?
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
dude,
he doesn't age. He doesn't age.
He's a vampire.
Justin Timberlake, I don't think has a career without NERD.
Yeah, without Pharrell and the
Neptunes,
Neptunes, yeah, it's possible. His stuff's
His
good.
first album was
It's awesome. His second
awesome.
album's awesome
Excellent.
too. I like JT. I'm not gonna lie.
Same. I like JT.
Murder Beats.
Murder on the beat, so it's not nice.
Murder Beats.
Another 40-year-old
Oh wait,
boy.
he's got to check if he's got.
No, he's well. This is the thing. Like, I'm confused that to like overrated, underrated. Like, I don't think he's underrated.
We're trying to get you to say something you shouldn't be saying.
I don't think he's underrated, obviously, because look what he's doing.
Yeah.
So people, but overrated. I don't think he's overrated.
It's hard to. He's right in the middle there. He's
See,
rated.
I've heard from. He's definitely rated.
He's definitely rated.
He's definitely rated for sure.
He's rated.
He's Fort Erie. That's crazy that he's
that is crazy.
Huge.
Yeah.
He's huge.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I mean, I do dig a lot of his beats. I think they're fucking dope.
They're murder.
Yeah.
Murder.
And he did it he
Murder on
grinded
the
it and did it the right way. Like he linked up with the right people.
Yeah.
And like I said, timing and linking up with the right people
is that even more critical? Like how does that happen though? Like what a producer?
Maybe he's just at the right
it's
party.
The hustle.
Man.
That's the thing. Could be at the right party. He could have showed somebody at a party his track, and it just snowballed from there. It's chance.
Can you do what he does?
Yeah, absolutely.
Beautiful.
For sure. I've been producing. I've been producing for such a long time. I can pretty much do what any producer does, right? But it's not the skill that is lacking. It's the what else he brings to it. I mean, like, it's not crazy overcomplicated. The stuff that he does, and some of the stuff I do is not crazy overcomplicated.
But that's
simple's
kinda,
the best sometimes.
But that's what Anvil said. That's what Lip said. Like his most popular song was the most simplest. But I find
literally.
that's the trend now with music production. You look at like Travis Scott, all these guys, Migos. They're making these very kind of simplistic kind of rhythms, right, and beats. And that's kind of what people want right now. It's kind of the sound.
Well, and that's the thing, right? Like it's changed so much since back in the day. I mean, like the listener nowadays wants to know the next thing right away. Like you drop something. That's why, like, when I plan to drop things, I usually like every 2 weeks I'll drop something. Like right now I'm in the middle of dropping remixes, and that happens every other Friday, right?
We should take notes of that.
But yeah, I mean, like dropping things like that is how to do it nowadays, because it's just like,
well, the attention span of people is fucking minimal.
What's next?
Yeah, you got to kind of like drip out new content. Yeah, it's kind of like
I
got to drip.
Morphine drip. Morphine drip. Okay, one more. I want to. We got a bunch of.
We had a ton.
Deadmau5. He's another kid, local boy, kind of Niagara Falls kid.
Hi, my name is Joel. Deadmau5.
He's on. I think he's overrated a bit.
Yes, finally.
Yeah,
you heard it here, you bastard.
There we go. He taught a master class, and you could just see it. Like it's like he's like
learn anything.
He's literally copy and pasting. Like it's like. He's got no musical talent, so he's really just moving, shifting things. But he makes he's made some big tracks.
As a businessman, he's really good.
He's
smart,
really good, right?
Smart.
I got one more that you might know that's a
Mickey
Juno
Mouse
person.
But I'm not taking anything away from him creativity-wise either. I mean, like...
I agree with that.
But is he overrated in my eyes?
Yeah.
Sure. I think he is.
There you go.
I got one more.
That's the first overrated.
DJ Rez. Do you know her?
Yeah. I don't know her personally, but I know.
She's a local girl, like St. Catharines or Niagara Falls or some shit.
Yeah, and she did her thing too. Like
she's a Juno nominee, I believe,
for sure.
recently.
Mm-hmm. And she grinded it out. Like I knew her before she got huge, right? Like I followed her career.
I worked with her mom at the casino,
Oh,
actually.
there you go. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So I mean, she's been doing her thing for a while, and I respect that. Like for me, that goes a long way when you're doing your thing, and your success comes from hard work.
Yeah.
From years of hard work.
I would think it's harder coming from a small town to make it pop like yourself than as if like all of a sudden you're in New York City or LA when things are more accessible and people are looking for that too, right?
Well,
and you have all those clubs to go to. Here, what club you got in Fort Erie to go to? Paradise?
Yeah.
Energy?
Every Friday
like,
night.
what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, where are we going?
Nowhere, right?
Nowhere.
That's the thing.
I wanted to ask Dan if that was ever like a temptation or a thought, like to like I'm going to move out to LA. I'm just going to go for a year, or I'm going to go to New York, and I'm just going to fucking plug away and try to make those connections. You know what I mean?
No, not so much. Not so much LA and stuff like that. But I did move to Ottawa. For because it was a bigger city, and I ended up when I moved there, I DJ'd Thursday, Friday, and Saturdays, right?
Nice.
Where I couldn't DJ around here, like that, and I was getting paid pretty good. I was getting paid like $250 a night. Free tab, $50 tab.
Yeah.
And it was a good time. Those
good time, yeah.
I remember back at those being really good times, but I moved out there because I couldn't get that anywhere around here, right?
No.
So
no.
But I didn't think of, like, I wasn't big enough, or I didn't have the experience. I didn't think to go outside, like to LA and stuff like that. I wasn't.
Yeah.
Now that I've been in lockdown for so long, and I've been itching to get out there. I was just like, I told my manager, I says, we got to get. I says, I don't care what it is. I want to go on the grind. Let's just book more shows in the States because it seems like they're turning things around faster than we are.
Totally. I've seen people like they're in Vegas right now. They're in like giant pool parties with like hundreds of people.
See?
And I'm like, COVID's over, I think.
So for a DJ, work is back. You're back to work.
Yeah.
Basically, right? Like, because I have a bunch of DJ friends from the States, and I see their Instagrams, and they're at a club that's packed, and it's like, damn.
It warms your heart a little bit, but at the same time, you're like, "Fuck you."
Jealous.
How hard has this fucking lockdown shit been?
Guy can't work. I mean, mine is in his basement. You must have
the entertainment business, right? Everybody in the entertainment.
You must have a
business
plethora, though. A plethora of fucking beats now, right? You've been sitting at home.
That's the good side about it, right?
New music's coming out.
Yeah,
and
he's dropped a giant bucket of music.
Not new, but we're doing.
Track, right?
We're doing not new.
I just dropped a bootleg remix last Friday with Ernest Third. He's a guy that I linked up with that company in the States, but he's a top liner. So I had this song, the
big one off this one is War Club, right?
Is that
the first one.
Is that
Shake Your Bustle? Is my buddy Hellenbach. That's
you produce that?
Which is the new one you just dropped?
War Club.
War Club
bootleg. It's called War Club Bootleg Third. Ernest Third.
Oh, I got this right here.
Here, let's let it play a little bit. This is new.
We just dropped this last Friday.
Oh fuck! Yeah. It's hot.
I like playing his music with him here.
Yeah. You can see the grin on his face.
I actually heard this already. I listen to your stuff when it comes out.
Back for justice. Without the will, you can't fight the power.
Who's this dude?
Ernest Third, his name is.
This your first time working with him?
Talk for hours in the space that they can't devour. A lost city, but losing hope. But this the groundwork that build the towers. Up from out of that concrete. Visions that I got.
I like that.
Me. The eyes becoming them flashlights. Define your purpose on the dark street. All week, come with a whole lot of stress and a little bit of pain. I be stuck in the middle of the drought trying to.
Now, are you in when you're doing this? This is in your home studio, or you guys? Yeah,
everything's out of my home studio. When I need
the production's nice. That's tight.
But I send it off. I have friends that do the mastering and do everything else.
They clean it up.
They clean it up, send it out, make it sound good. But I just at home I just got my little.
That's nice. I like how it dropped there. Yeah, that was good.
So this beat actually is on.
He kind of sounds like Vince Staples a little.
This beat is on the record, right? War Club, it's called.
Yeah.
But it's different than this version. So this is the remix version. So I'll tell you the story of what happened here. Is I gave this beat to this guy Ernest first, right? And said, hey, here's a beat that want to put on my album. Try to put something on it. And he came back with this. I loved it, right? But then I sent it to a good friends of mine, Snotty Nose Rez Kids. And we've been wanting to work together for a long time. So I sent Snotty Nose like 3-4 beats.
That's a great name.
Right? And I sent this song, right? With him, like, I didn't really mean to send it.
Oh, by accident
But
you
by
sent
accident
it.
I sent it, and they ended up liking it, right?
fuck.
So they like this one, and they like 2 other ones. So if you listen to the first song, War Club, off of that album, it's got this little intro, right? And then it goes into another song, and then it goes into another song. So all
That's
the
cool.
3. So yeah, so this song is, that's why it's called the bootleg remix, because this is the original.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
So I got this War Club featuring Snotty Nose Rez Kids.
Snotty Nose
That's the one?
SNRK, yeah. Listen to this
That's the one on the
track.
album.
This is the one.
This one I've heard. Yeah, this
so
one, because I
is-
listened to this album. This
yeah.
is the one I heard.
So you'll recognize it because it's got the same.
Yeah.
My baba was raised in the era when they tried to save the man and kill the Indian. Fuck a residential credential, my pride on a million. I need me some cedar, some sweetgrass, some sage and tobacco. I need me some medicine.
I love that. I love that soft voice in the back. I love that
We ain't
shit.
agitators, we educators. We ain't protesters, we protectors. Dream chasers with dream catchers. We the wildest dreams of our ancestors. All my sisters and brothers are black, indigenous, and people of color. Let's hold it down and uplift one another. There's beauty in unity. Indigenous sovereignty, black liberation. We go coast to coast. Homie, this the formation. This revolution will be
This is where it switches.
Right here.
I'm waiting for it to drop.
And it drops to a different tempo.
That's like real techno-y, that drop right there.
Yeah.
This is fire, homie.
It's a little Diane Ward-ish with that techno drop, huh? It's real fucking heavy.
I love Diane Ward, by the way.
Yeah, me too. You can see it up and down.
Behind you, bro.
That was us at the concert.
Really?
That was
believe
at,
so.
that was at the Phoenix.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a shot taken at the. We've seen Diane Ward 3 times.
Yeah, they're awesome, man.
We fucking love Diane Ward.
They're hilarious too, though. You don't have to think about it, right?
Yeah.
Just something like that's why I like Body Count too. Like it's just something. It's like a horror film on vinyl or record that you just listen to. You don't. It's got nothing to it. It's just entertainment, like a horror film,
Yeah.
like a slasher film. That's what I envision Body Count as. Is it's just like doesn't really mean anything. It's just like you're getting through a trip and you're entertained. That's it.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought, like, you know, you talk about Dead Mouse, like, obviously that mouse head fucking made
I
him.
fucking hate that fucking thing.
No, but then, like, that kind of. And then there's guys like Marshmallow and shit. Like, they put a head on, and, like, they're probably overrated gimmick bullshit. Like, people think Kiss are. You know what I mean?
I love Kiss.
You love fucking Kiss, though.
Overrated.
You're overrated.
Overrated Kiss. See, he's down on Kiss, bro.
You know what? I was at an airport one day.
You met Gene Simmons.
He didn't even say hi to you, did he?
Gene Simmons. If you're listening now, thanks for not saying hi to me. So I saw him. I was going.
Well, you
through
didn't
security.
pay him. That's why.
That's why, right?
You didn't-
But here's the thing.
you didn't
This
own
is
any
the funny
Kiss
thing.
rings.
I went through security. I saw him coming. So I was getting my stuff back together, and I looked, and I says, okay, so he's coming like right towards me, right after the exit, and I was like, hey, Gene, Mr. Simmons. I says, nice to meet you, big fan. And I put my hand out to give him a shake. He looked right through me, and behind me was
A hot chick,
a
please
lady.
tell me.
Was a lady who was a lady with a golf cart. Right.
Fuck.
So he just didn't even. He just looked right through me, and just got on the cart and didn't say anything, and just left.
Oh, maybe
So-
that's his move, though, because, like, when you're. Maybe
But
that's,
it wasn't. But this is the thing. I could see if there was like 50 people.
Yeah, 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 I
walking,
get you. I get where you're coming
It
from.
was me, right? So then I'm just like, what a dick. Like, what the hell?
You should have said that.
Because you probably
I
get people.
felt-
You probably get people coming up to you a bit, like, too, right? Like, you probably get people
Yeah.
saying. Like,
He
yeah.
signs
And it's
everything,
awesome.
guaranteed.
And it's great. It's a great feeling as an artist,
Yeah.
you know, like to have that.
It's awesome. Like,
And
yeah.
I won't ever want to be like that. That's
Well,
the thing. Like,
They
I
say
wanna
fame
fucking-
changes you, though. Like,
Yeah.
have you noticed it changes you? Has your wife ever said, by the way?
No.
Hey, you're acting like an asshole. Hey, asshole.
No.
Never.
Never. No. I try to stay as humble as I can be, right?
It's hard to do when that shit goes to your head, right?
Well,
that tests you.
That's kind of like a good, perfect opportunity to ask my one question. Who's
You're
the
one.
biggest asshole? Yeah, that was my number one question. I was like,
you
who's
go.
the biggest asshole you ever met?
Oh, my God. Yeah. He was pretty shitty.
Yeah.
That sucked. I don't know. Biggest asshole. That's a tough one.
But you didn't answer my first question, which was like, have you ever been tempted as a DJ
Yeah.
to fucking come up with like some weird gimmick, like wearing a fucking helmet or something, you know?
No.
Daft Punk, it worked for Daft. I love Daft Punk. I
Those
think
guys
Daft
are so good.
I know.
Really good. Yeah. Do you like the Avalanches?
Yeah, I do.
Their new album. I listened to their album that came out in
I've heard
2020.
that.
I just thought it was brilliant. It was really good.
That just dropped, what, like last month?
I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It said it was 2020 on Apple Music, and I hadn't
Yeah,
heard
the
it.
Euro
I
is
just heard it. Like, I
2022, and we're in 2021. but-
yeah.
Everyone just dial it back. We're forgetting. We're just going to replay it.
We're just on pause right now.
We've hit reset.
Yeah. But yeah, has that been a thing where you thought about like doing a show like that?
No.
No.
I mean, there has.
He's got his own
there ha-
genre. He doesn't need a gimmick at this point, right? Like he's got his own
but
genre.
You know what? It's cool though when he does his DJing and you got this native dancer that comes out and puts on a show. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like a visual.
Is that the same kid every time, or you get everybody different? He's not a kid. He looks young to me, but
Yeah,
he's
no,
an adult.
he's. It depends on where I am. Like
Okay.
when I was in, like I have dancers in pretty much every province and area.
Oh, okay.
So if I'm in some area, I'll get a hold of them ahead of time.
The dude in the one video with the glasses.
Yeah, that Josh, his name.
Josh,
is.
okay.
Yeah, he's from Toronto.
Okay.
Classic Roots. He's awesome. Too.
Is that an actual thing? Like that's how he makes his living? Is the dancing or?
No, he's a DJ producer.
Oh,
so he does shows. He does I do power step. He does power techno.
Overrated or underrated?
Oh, he's great, right? And like he's one of those producers that were influenced by the stuff I was doing, right? So you get this whole wave of young producers that are coming up that are like have learned sort of like the power step that I've been making, and now you see that fucking progression of
That's
like
fucking
the
cool.
new, and it's
Yeah.
so awesome to see. You see like powwow. Instead of me like power step, you got power techno, you got power dub, it's crazy. You got all these.
Are there
genres now.
Are there any native rappers? Like, are there any?
Oh, there's tons.
Those are the guys on the track. No,
there's tons. Like Hellenbach, he's one.
But we were playing that earlier, weren't we?
No,
that snot nose guy is he?
Snotty Nose. Those guys are. Those guys
definitely
are
because
indigenous.
you
Those
could hear
guys are
that.
from Vancouver.
You could hear it right from the rap.
What about Phoenix?
Phoenix Pagliacci. She's from Toronto.
She's from Toronto.
Yeah.
That's a cool name.
Oh,
Phoenix
featuring
Pagliacci.
Hellenbach here. Shake Your Bustle.
Shake Your Bustle. He doesn't really have. So this is a cool story. Shake Your Bustle. So the sample that I use right in this the hook.
Yeah.
It's you'll recognize it. It's from an old hip hop. It was a Friday night. The beat was ticking. The village was ticking. Girls were ticking. Dick is on the beatbox. Like watch.
I've heard what he's talking
Anyway,
about.
so
I don't know the track. You probably
gotta hear it.
Yeah, it's an older song. Pete Rock used it in one of his songs, and then like it's an old. So anyway, we took that melody and changed it. I gave it to the Hellenbach. He's the guy that's on this, and he took and did this.
The buses start shaking, the feathers start waving, colors so amazing.
Just change it.
Start moving,
He changed the lyrics, right?
Rock the beach, yeah. It was a Friday night. The
I like
buses
this.
start shaking,
That's
the
nice.
feathers start waving, colors so amazing. The jingles start moving, moccasins moving, shook. Rock the beach, yeah.
So that sample right there, right?
That's dope,
right? So that is basically the same melody as an old Grandmaster Flash song. And we just redid the lyrics to it, but we had to get it. We had to get the permission.
You had to get permission?
We had to get the sample clearance because. So we actually paid Grandmaster Flash for that.
What do you pay somebody for a sample, by the way?
That was $2,500. We had to pay him. Plus he gets like
royalties.
3% of that song. Yeah.
So
it's royalties and some
and
money.
like this is the way it works.
It's just funny you said
every
Grandmaster
time-
Flash because I was thinking of a totally different artist.
I wanna know, every
that
time
must
I-
have used that same type of thing.
Well, that's the thing. It's been used before, but you have to
because that's all that was hitting in my head was
Yeah.
that part.
Yeah, but it's been sampled. You have to go to the original,
That's hip-hop.
right? I know exactly.
But then you get paid when some people start sampling your shit.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Then you start getting that like kind of
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because,
Getting that bread.
You know
Cheese.
what I mean? Everyone's
Get
got
that
to
bread and
pioneer their
cheese.
own stuff. But yeah. So like, and even like you're talking about, like he gets 3% of this. You get like what, like 10% of what Apple like. When I play this, I own Apple Music. Like I am a subscriber.
You're a streamer. You don't know.
Yeah.
I'm a streamer. No, but like whatever. But
So
when
I
I
get-
play a track on his, he gets paid every time
get
I
paid.
play.
So
right?
streams are crazy, and they're kind of shitty.
I've heard you get paid
don't
fuck
pay you
all.
much.
You get paid like 0.03 cents on every stream, right?
0.03 cents.
Yeah.
Don't get me on a rant about this. This is why
So you
concert
need, like-
tickets
So
or
streaming,
t-shirts
like
cost so much.
successful stream, like guys like Murder Beats, guys like Kanye, the big number guys,
They make, like,
they make a lot of money off of it because
Yeah.
their numbers are in the fucking millions, right?
Right.
Like, so, but guys like me and like regular artists,
On the
they get
grind.
peanuts, And the thing I always stress is like if you want to support the artist, if you really want to support the artist that you like, buy their album. Go on iTunes and buy their album. Instead
Buy a
of
physical copy.
or buy a physical copy, or
And
buy,
then because
or buy
you get-
merch, right?
you get a
Because
bigger
all of that,
percentage of that, right?
All of that you get way more. You know,
Yeah.
And this is
the
why it
artist gets
costs
way
so
more.
much, because everybody's streaming, or when they used to illegally
Exactly.
download this shit.
Yeah.
You know what? Fucking, that's why I always used to say Lars was right. Like, do you remember concert tickets when we were like in like maybe grade 8, 9, and 10? You go see a good act for $20-$30.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden fucking Napster and all the streaming. Then all of a sudden I'm going to see Bob Dylan for $120 for a ticket that I could have paid $20 for a year before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the t-shirts went from $20 to $50.
Yeah.
That's how they make their. I mean, like Bob Dylan don't need the money. Neither does Paul
$100
McCartney.
million.
Yeah, we talked about that one of our shows. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're all doing that now. They're all doing it.
Stevie Nicks got less. I heard. I think Stevie Nicks' catalog is actually.
You're crazy.
better,
Bob Dylan's one of the greatest catalogs.
Whatever.
Music is an investment, right?
but I guess. Yeah, it's become an investment.
But now you're going to start seeing all that shit in commercials. Is why I did. Like Bob doesn't have any say now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like Dan like Shub is like a guy who's not gonna fucking. You've made your own path. You're a pine. Like you're.
It's the Godfather of powwow stuff. What are we talking about?
Yeah. This is what I'm talking about. He's a pioneer. He's a trendsetter. So like, I don't think he's gonna sell it to a company who's gonna say like, here, we want you to do this.
Hell yes, I would.
Yeah, see, he's
if the money was right. This is the thing, right?
Like,
money's right.
I got
Fuck
if
you,
the,
pay
if the
me.
money's right. You know, I will fucking do it because at the end of the day, this is entertainment, and I'm a businessman. Okay. But with that being said, I'm not just going to sell. I'm going to make sure I know what's
conscious. Yeah,
exactly.
What you're gonna
Like
You're
I
not
have
gonna do
I have a
something that's
clause.
socially
I have a clause.
irresponsible.
The people that are using my catalog of music right now to shop around for commercials and shit, I have a clause that says no. I don't want any of my music involved in any kind of drug
Drug or alcohol.
Alcohol.
Shit,
commercials
because, like,
or anything to do with
stuff
alcohol
would be awesome for alcohol commercials.
Yeah, I know, right? But yeah, so that's my thing, right? Like I don't want it to be, but that, you got to watch sometimes.
I get
you
it.
Watch your shit gets out
You
there.
wanna be
and
socially
it's-
responsible.
It's you end up for music for commercials for dildos or something. Like
There's nothing wrong with that.
Well,
by
but
the
you know
way.
what?
There
though?
is nothing
But
wrong with that.
When
Like,
these guys sell
but
their
you don't know.
catalogs, like I don't think the Who thought they were going to be in every goddamn car commercial. Like
Buddy, they were on CSI. They were literally on every fucking CSI
I can't
thing.
even. I know and it's been played out to the point where I can't even listen to a Who song.
I don't like
really
that song.
enjoy it.
Remember though, the big advertisement that always sticks in my head, like 30 years, 98, was that Windows 98 song with the Rolling Stones. Start Me Up.
Yeah.
Holy fuck, did that click? Like I still remember to today that was Windows 98.
Yeah, I know.
Or 96, whatever the fuck
Rolling
it was.
Stones, overrated or underrated?
I'll say
I've
that
seen them
they're-
live so many times. I'm going to say overrated.
You've seen them live a few times.
A bunch of times.
They're probably over, but I mean, like the
music
Stones,
is
the Stones
really
and
good.
the Stones and the Beatles are like
That's a tough
probably
question, by the way, but yeah, I get where you're coming from.
And I mean, Eddie-
Beatles are still underrated in my
the fact
opinion
that
because it's still
Scorsese-
carrying on.
The Scorsese's used so many Rolling Stone songs in all of his films. Like,
fuck.
I love the Stones.
Can we get on to the question? How did you get into How to Make It in America? Or what was the fucking show?
Oh, This Is America.
Yeah, This is America. Thank you.
America, yeah. So that must have been. So you get royalties every time they show that shit.
I got a big check.
You got a big check up front.
Up front, and then then
buyout.
I get royalties from.
So if I buy the DVD or Blu-ray, you get paid?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's fire.
But it's like a small percentage.
How
of
did you
that.
get in contact with that? Was that what you were talking about? Your group that you hire sends it out, and
This happened before that, which
cool.
is crazy. I don't really know how. They just got a call. My manager got a call at the time from somebody looking for. They saw the Indomitable video somewhere.
Yeah.
So that Indomitable video that I made.
That track is sick,
That one's
by
good.
the way. It's
Yeah,
one of my
that track
favorite
was out there,
Shub
and
tracks.
these guys, somebody from their camp, saw it, tried and wanted to get a hold of me. I was on vacation. I was in fucking Florida.
That must have made your vacation that much better, too,
Oh
right?
my god, yes.
Especially with they throw a number at you too.
Yeah. So I told my manager, I said, listen, I'm going on vacation. Don't call me unless it's crazy, something crazy.
This is the track here.
And I got the call. Yeah. So I got the call, and I'm like, so what is it? That's how I answered. I was like, so what is it? Because I knew it was something big.
It's got to be.
So
Yeah.
he's like, right away, he's like, do you like Sacha Baron Cohen?
Yeah, who doesn't? He's
And
funny.
I was like, absolutely, I like him.
Yeah,
He goes-
fucking Ali G's amazing.
he's like, well, they want to use your song for his new movie. Movie,
okay.
So I said, okay, awesome.
Sure.
I was like,
fucking
floored.
sick.
Like, whatever,
Yeah,
fucking right,
feature.
man. So yeah,
going to the premiere. Gonna meet Elijah. What's his girl's name? Elijah.
What is her?
Fisher?
She's cute as shit too. Yeah,
something
yeah.
Fisher.
Yeah, yeah,
Elijah
yeah.
Fisher? I don't know.
Yeah, the
She's cute as fuck.
Hot as
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah.
The redhead, yeah.
I'm gonna meet her.
So anyways, what the fuck was I saying? Oh, so yeah, I thought it was a movie. So then it turns out to be a TV series, and Still fucking cool.
Dude, that's have
Very
you
cool.
watched the show?
It's hilarious.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, it's amazing. I hope
It's
they
one
do.
of the
I hope
best
they
shows
do
on
a
HBO.
Second season.
Second season.
It's been a couple years now, though, right?
Yeah. It
Yeah.
kind of seems
Yeah.
like that kind of thing that's only going to be just one thing, you know? Hopefully it's
And they
more.
used it really perfectly. Like it actually works with the show so fucking
It was awesome.
well.
Yeah, it was
Very
fucking surprised the shit out of me, man.
Yeah,
Like, it
man.
was like,
It's-
I didn't
'Cause they
even know
re-edited
that
it.
was
They
your
re-
track
they
until you
recut it.
posted it on
Oh, really?
Facebook. Yeah, I had no
They
idea.
recut it, and they
yeah.
they cut it into the show. Like they used drops from the
was
track
excellent.
on the
well,
show.
I sent them stems. So if
Yeah.
you're not in the producing world, stems are separated tracks,
Separated layers
of all
of
your
the-
stuff.
of- yeah,
yeah.
So I sent them that, and so they could just choose and pick whatever they want for their
Right.
shit. So.
They could take
That's
the
awesome.
they could take just the drum beat. They
Yeah.
could take the percussion. They could take the vocal, whatever. Right?
See, collaborating with someone like, I mean, it's not necessarily collaborating, but giving your shit to someone like that you think is cool would be like a bigger thing to me. That would give me more of a boost. Like if I was producing music or making music and someone that I was,
Buddy,
thought
that's
was
a-
cool as shit, I'd be like,
That's a fucking big
fuck, man, that's a
show.
really compliment to me. That would make me more happy than anything that my peers accepted me a little bit too. Like I've made it.
Like I mean, I've done a lot of commercials and stuff like this. I produce commercials
ShamWow.
and like I produce ShamWow. And
Did you produce ShamWow?
Yeah, I did. I was
Guy's
one of
an
the-
asshole, by the way.
Yeah.
See,
Vince,
now he's an asshole, huh?
Vince Offer.
Yeah, the guy with the fucking crooked
He's
eye.
not. He's actually a nice guy.
Oh, here we go. Don't back
But he's
that up.
odd.
He needs more work from him.
He
That's
was
why.
no.
Yeah,
He's
you
very
fucked up,
odd
didn't
looking. He's got like two like. His,
You love my nuts.
He's like. His one of his face side of his faces is like totally different than the other
Doesn't
side.
match. He's a
You have to
Picasso.
shoot him. You have to shoot him on this one angle. Like you'll notice all his photos are like just on this one angle. Like,
He's a nut job, though.
I know why, because he likes hookers and
no,
he
that
could
doesn't
sell
make
like
him
a
a nut job.
motherfucker, though, right?
huh?
Like
he
sold.
sells. He's a pitch man. Like he could sell.
What's
man.
he up to now?
Those things sold a lot. That's like the
Oh, the
Godfather.
ShamWows? Fuck yeah.
ShamWows?
I
I have a couple
one.
ShamWows. I think
I got a couple ShamWows.
It's like the
Slap chop. I
Godfather
got a
of-
fucking slap chop.
So you love my nuts.
Yeah, there you go. He's like the Godfather of as seen on TV. So
I don't
but
know.
yeah.
Exclaim magazine, I think, said that first. The Godfather.
Who's that?
Exclaim magazine was the first people to say Godfather of Power Step.
I stole it offline. I'm not going to lie to you. It's not. I didn't come off the top of my head.
No.
I wanted a cool intro.
But he is, and that's the crazy. Like I fuck man, that's such a great thing to accomplish.
I mean, you
in your
know
life,
what? If they
to be a
didn't,
fucking
I'm
pioneer
stealing
of a
it now.
genre.
I'm not going to lie.
Powwow step, man, and it's
Yeah,
crazy how like even like you know how some like genres they come out and they're like they're not hot right in the moment, and then they get fucking later years like people catch on it, and it's like fucking that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
The
this
cool,
is something.
you know what the cool thing is about traditional
20 years
music
ago.
too?
Yeah.
Traditional music too is that it's different with people, right? Like traditional music goes like this genre of music, the demographic for it goes from little kids to older elders. You know, like I've gotten messages from elders saying, "I just bought my grandson your album,
Nice.
and this is all we listen to." You know, like so it's. And that's the traditional part. That's the traditional part about it that you
Yeah.
don't really see in music that I love. That's what I love about traditional music. You know, anything that brings where you're from into the music is just like, I don't know, it just hits home.
Music
It-
always brings people together, though. Like I've been to
Yeah.
concerts, numerous of them, and like I could be next to like someone that I would probably normally never talk to.
How much do you guys miss fucking being at concerts?
I miss
Oh my God,
Buffalo,
right?
going to Buffalo and seeing concerts so
Dude,
much.
Right?
I'll go anywhere to see a good show.
Fuck, man.
Live music is magic.
It bonds
It's like
people.
this-
Not gonna
it's-
lie to you.
It's
It's
an
amazing.
energy. It's like you feel that energy. That's why essentially you don't even have to be playing live music. You could just have a sound system that is just sending that energy out
Yeah.
from a laptop, and the vibe and the energy in the crowd. It just creates an atmosphere. It's magic, right?
Yeah.
it is.
man,
It
I
is
miss all
magic,
of it.
and there's nothing. There's not too many things that you can listen to that like any other senses that bring you back to a certain time. It's like,
Oh,
it's
totally.
like tasting something, smelling
Yeah.
something, and listening to something.
Those are one of your five senses.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're in.
And it brings you back to like a fucking certain time. Like when I first heard Soundgarden, fucking
Black Hole Sun?
When
Yeah.
I first heard that song, I was in day camp. I was in Camp Wahanawan in grade 8. You know,
Yeah.
fucking walking
That's
around
about right.
by myself with it on my headphones.
Yeah.
No, you were cool as shit
And
too,
I was
by the
in
way.
grade, oh yeah, I was like singing the lyrics and shit, but I must have looked weird as fuck, you know, like
Yeah,
this native kid walking around singing Soundgarden. You know, like what the fuck? So, yeah.
There's something beautiful too about listening, catching on to a sound that no one else is hearing too. I'm like that. Like, well, I like to listen to shit that like is not so pop, on the radio.
Yeah.
That like I'm like, this is dope, and no one else knows about it. I love that.
Yeah,
you know,
me too.
I
Yeah,
like-
it's great.
That
Especially
used,
when you
that used to be me. I'm so stuck in my old ways now. I barely listen to anything fucking new.
Yeah, I have to listen to things new, right? Because my son's 13, so he's, and
I think I'll get into that. My kids are 8.
Yeah, like you just listen to what's on the radio because that's what they like, right?
I'm pushing them, buddy. I push only 60s music in my house. I'm not going to lie to you.
I push everything, right? I try to push.
Shove it
all
right
music.
down their throat. They're getting tired of it.
They need to learn it. They need to learn.
Well, rhythms and any kind of melody that's where it was.
Yeah.
Should we get into the game?
Yeah, let's do the game. We got a game for you.
Okay.
All
All right. So
This isn't music related, by the way.
Game on.
Game on.
It's not a music related. Oh no, we love.
It's not.
No, not this one. This is
not this one.
That's my fourth.
So this is we've played this is movies. Yes, we've played this game before once. So if you've watched the show, it's called "It's a Real Film, Jack."
It's a real film, Jack.
The idea is if you need to guess if it's a porno or a real film.
Okay.
Just by the sound of it,
We're gonna play a clip.
We're gonna play a clip, and you're just gonna have to tell.
Turn up the
whether-
bass. I can tell by that.
Yeah. Okay.
Too much bass in the earphone.
My fucking goddamn it reward, huh?
I'm not giving you a reward for
It's the first one.
I know you stole my wallet.
What? What the fuck? What's stealing wallets? He says they fucking. I get it now, man. You're fucking faggots.
Oh.
Man, what the fuck is what's wrong with your friend? Are you fucking gay or something, man?
No, we're not gay. We're just normal. I mean, why are you
I
so...
don't think you're fucking normal.
Please.
Man, I want you to fuck my ass. I want you to wreck my ass and wreck my cunt.
Porn or real film?
Is this a real film or is this a porno?
That's Forrest Gump, isn't it?
That's what his mom said.
That is definitely a low budget movie.
You think that's a low budget?
It's a real
movie?
film.
Hot fuck action to the max, Jack.
Unfortunately, that's a porno.
That's
Dad.
a porno.
It is.
Yeah, it's a porno. I'm sorry.
I thought you guys were going to try to trick me right away, like with the fucking sneaker.
We got a couple.
All right,
lines.
now that I know.
So it's best out of 5, by the way. So you're
Best out
down
of 5.
1. You're down 1.
Okay. So let's see.
One strike.
Let's see if we can get this one.
Okay.
Get it? I am finally onto something that's big, huge.
Yeah? What? His cock?
That's a movie.
That's a movie.
Yeah.
That's a real movie.
It's a real movie. So you know what? You could tell too.
It's a real film, Jack.
That's a real. He's got
That's a real film, Jack.
You can tell by the sound, right? That's what I can tell.
He's played. Okay.
I get in the fucking sound game.
Okay. He's got one right, one wrong.
One right, one wrong.
Did you guess the film that was at?
That'd be impressive because that's a real small. clip.
That's a real small clip. It's a real short clip.
Yeah, The Italian Job.
No,
That's strange that you went there.
No. That's actually from the movie The Fly.
Oh, The Fly. Okay.
Yeah.
I was close.
It's close.
It's not far off. Yeah. Maybe same year. I don't know.
Okay, let's play another one. Okay.
1-1 here.
Here's 1-1.
Is that all?
What do you mean, is that all? What the hell, you want, a hand job?
I want to fuck you up the ass.
That's a movie.
Is that
a real movie?
Is that a real movie?
Actually,
It's a real film.
Oh, he's
That's a
two
real-
and
and
I'm
one
pretty sure
now.
that's from. I think I know. Do I get bonus if I guess the fucking? I'm
Well, we'll say high five, little kudos if you could get it. Sure.
gonna say that's from Lieutenant.
No.
What's that?
Is that the name of the movie?
The
Lieutenant?
film is called Whore.
The movie's called
the film.
It's a real, yeah, it's a
It's a real
legitimate
movie.
film though.
Oh, okay,
legitimate movie,
Not
but
a porn.
it's not a porn.
It's a film. He's 2-1.
Okay, he's 2-1. Okay.
Two
By the
and
way,
one.
if he wins, he gets a T-shirt.
Head and Shoulders.
If he wins, he gets a T-shirt.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's true. We didn't.
Nice.
We forgot.
Yeah.
We're slipping. We got so excited into the game. We wanted to play this.
Oh, I could have. I was ready to do this for nothing. This is bonus. This is bonus.
Yeah, he's gonna get a T if he wins.
He's 2-1.
It's 2-1. Okay, let's hear.
You have great tits. They're really beautiful. Thank you. I like nice tits. I always have. How about you?
I like having nice tits.
How do you like having them?
The score in the background is kind of giving it away. There's not that good scores in fucking. Right?
He's a music guy, Mike.
Yeah, you can't. That was like fucking James Horner in the background or something. Yeah, I'm gonna say real movie.
It's a real film.
Fuck, he's 3-1.
It's a real film.
Can we
I'm telling
play
you,
out our
you know what
last
it is?
two clips though?
It's the sound.
It's
I'm
the
telling you,
sound?
that's the key.
So he's got what?
He's 3-1. He's already got 3 right. Can we play the last 2 though, just to see if you get them, regardless?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we did take the time to pull them.
Okay, we did pull them. Yeah.
Here's his tea, by the way.
All right.
Okay.
Let me give you some advice, since obviously you don't have a clue.
Porno.
Look around you.
Fuck. He's good.
He's very good.
Play the next one. Fuck.
I'm telling you, you know what, guys? I'm telling you, it's the sound, man. You can tell right away.
Fuck.
Hot fuck action to the
That is hot fuck action to the max.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not that I watch a lot of porn. It's because it's the sound.
Here we go.
Okay? It's not an excuse.
He knows. He gets it.
I get it.
Play the last one at least, because we pulled that one.
Oh, okay. Which one? Hang on a second.
See, because you turned up the bass. That's why I could tell.
No, I think
The bass was taken away from the treble. I'm not going to lie to you.
Oh no, I haven't played this one.
Alex, would you come in here, please?
Oh no. Okay, no.
That's the wrong one.
Cheap Mike. That's definitely porno.
I know which one.
Yeah,
you
that
want me to
definitely
play.
was porn. I could tell too. We've played this before, so we have our samples on there.
You know what?
I want to see if he gets the.
I don't even need dialogue. All I need is the hiss.
They're eating her.
Oh, that's a movie.
And then
That's
they're going to eat me.
from The Troll.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! He called it.
Called it.
Holy
Double points.
shit!
Or Troll 2, sorry.
Troll 2. He got it.
Troll
Oh
two.
my
They're gonna
God.
eat her. No.
Maybe that was 2. Okay, let's try this one. I want to try this one.
We're testing for future
I
guests
think
now. Oh, this was one of the other ones.
It's
Yeah.
coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere. Not like you.
This one's got him stumped.
Here everything is soft and smooth.
Oh, that is Star Whores.
Yeah, he's okay. Yeah, he's earned his T-shirt. That game, I told you that wasn't going to work.
He's good. The Star Wars one was a good clip.
You know what though? It
very
was.
good.
It has a lot to do with the way it sounds.
Yeah, it's hard to.
So we
yeah.
need an amateur
they
in
don't
here. We
really-
need an amateur.
Yeah.
I told you we should have played it with Carl. Carl wouldn't have got it.
Because
Okay.
if you're making a porn, you try to put all your money into getting good-looking actors instead
Yeah.
of good-sounding
Sound.
mics.
I
No,
didn't
they-
know that, to be
no,
honest with you.
They don't get good sound.
I thought
on
all the porn I watched sounded pretty good.
They pay by the inch, I hear.
Well, the fucking game would have been fun if he wasn't such a fucking pro.
He's a fucking stud. Jesus Christ.
Got one wrong.
One wrong.
Yeah.
And
Well, yeah.
And that was what? That was the movie called Whore?
The movie.
No, you got the whore right.
Whore right.
No, I said Lieutenant.
No, yeah, but
Oh,
what
I
did-
said
no,
it-
you
oh,
got
I
the
said it
movie.
was a-
You said it was a real film. Well, the very first one he got wrong.
You got the first one.
Yeah,
wrong.
the first one.
We'll have to listen back to the show. I don't know.
Oh shit, that was funny. I got one question before we sign off here.
No,
kind
no,
of.
we got still got the top 5 things that you heard here at a DJ show.
You want to do that? Okay, yeah. So
Okay.
we came up with this list, top 5 things that people will say at a DJ Shub concert.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Mikey.
Okay. Top 5 things.
No in particular order. by the way.
Not really particular order, but you know, in terms of like maybe the funniest. Okay. Top 5 things you hear at a DJ Shub concert. Okay. Number 5. Play Abominable.
Oh, man.
That's
so good.
Okay.
I've got
You hear that a
many
lot, right?
times. I've got that many times.
Yeah, okay. Number 4. Scratch my ass.
That usually happens at the after party.
That's the after party, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, not
okay.
during the concert.
All right. Number 3. Show me your boobs.
Never.
No,
Oh,
never hear that?
shit.
No.
No,
Okay.
never.
That was up there.
How about show me your bum?
That may. Have
Oh,
Okay. Number 2. Play Freebird.
Yeah.
You get that, huh?
Oh yeah. Especially when I used to DJ weddings. That's all you fucking hear.
bar mitzvahs.
Freebird.
And the number 1 thing you hear at a DJ Shub concert, shove it up my ass.
Definitely.
Okay.
You heard
I've
that
heard
one?
that twice. Yeah.
Heard that twice.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I can-
All
yeah,
right.
I
That's the
definitely
top
know.
5 things you hear at a DJ Shub concert.
Yeah.
Okay.
These
Yeah.
are Wikipedia facts, right?
Yeah, I did have one odd question that came up on a previous show, and
Okay.
you haven't seen the last show, so it's perfect.
Okay.
Do you remember the name of the high school band with Hindle and Elsage? I can't remember who else was in the group.
Perplexing Audio Death.
Fuck, he knew it.
Wow,
P-O-D.
P-O-D.
He knew it. Fuck.
Audio, A-D, P-A-D.
Oh, P-A-D.
Oh, P-A-D. I said P-O-D. Audio makes more sense with an
POD?
A.
Wasn't there a POD too?
Yeah, there was.
There was, yeah.
There was a group. P-A-D. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah,
P-A-D.
Pad.
That was a group. That was my only question.
We don't have anything on
Man, we
them
killed
on
that
Apple
fucking
Music,
show.
do we?
We won.
No, well, let's play out a track of his.
Yeah.
What do you want to hear, Dan? Give a song you want people to hear. And where can they find all your shit? Plug whatever you want.
YouTube. You can go on my YouTube channel. You can go YouTube DJ Shub.
DJ Shub.
Yep.
Shub.
You can
Not shove it up your ass.
Not shove it up your ass.
shove it up your ass. But all my music is on iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify, Bandcamp, MySpace, Friendster.
People still use MySpace?
Tinder.
Friendster.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
No, I don't know. Fuck those fucking. No, yeah. So yeah, if you on YouTube, you can get shit on YouTube.
Apple Music, Spotify.
Last song we want to play before we
give us a song to play.
The remix I released 2 weeks ago. It's called "Shake Your Bus" or "Calling All Dancers." Calling All Dancers. Play that one.
Play that one. That's what we're gonna play her out with.
Yeah.
Dan, thank you.
Hey, thank yous.
This was fun.
This was good, man.
Yeah, good time.
Okay.
This is it.
This is the remix.
This is where we're playing
dropped.
out.
Yeah.
Mikey,
This the one you want?
Yes, this is a friend of mine, Boogie the Beat. He remixed this, and yeah.
that was fun.
That was fun.
Angels,
Angels.
DJ
Thanks,
Shub.
man. Thanks, guys.
Dan, thanks so much
Appreciate
for
this.
coming.
Thank you. That we really
Dope.
appreciate it. It was fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Everyone, go out and get War Club.
War Club. Download this shit. It's fire.
Yeah,
This is the sound of the summer right now.
Don't stream
I
it.
like that song.
Don't stream. Well,
Yeah,
you can stream it if you want.
Buy the
You
album.
can. I mean, he gets paid either way, but
Yeah.
purchase it or go
Exactly.
buy some fucking t-shirts.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right. Cool. Thanks, Dan.
Yes.
I like your name a lot. I like your name a lot.